Hello everyone, welcome to the stream.
Oh, I kind of like that last one. That was pleasant.
That was Paper Mario.
Mm-hmm.
It was Tapier Mario.
It's Taper Mario.
So sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi everybody. I hope you all are having a good one. I hope you're nicely chilled out and ready for nap time after I put on a lullabies album. Apparently.
Yeah, we're all gonna fall asleep.
What is
Everybody's in
it?
their comfiest pajamas.
God. I really want a Kigu. I want to be cozy as fuck in a Kigu. They don't make them in size jacks though.
My problem with those, I think, I would like one for about 4.5 minutes, and then I would get too warm and want to take it off.
I would love one, but I would get desperately sad when I inevitably split it at the seams.
Ooh.
Yeah. God. But I do want to be cozy is the thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
I want big blanket. I want like some electric ankle warmers or electric leg warmers or something. Like I just
Ooh.
want to get an electric blanket and cut it up. It's safe, don't worry. And wrap it around my legs, and then rewire it, and then turn it on, and blow myself to hell.
Okay. Well, at least you have realistic goals.
Oh, God. Well, yesterday, we were doing The Roottrees Are Dead.
Mm-hmm.
And today we're doing The Roottrees Are Dead again because
we got tricked by a tricky trick that tricked us.
we got bamboozled. We thought that the DLC was going to be shorter than the first game,
It wasn't.
the full game, but no,
It was bigger.
turns out DLC longer and more confusing.
Yeah.
Or maybe we just used up all of our brain juice on the first case, and
I think the DLC was harder.
yeah,
Not having the short list of names. You know, we definitely filled a few in just by process of elimination that we really couldn't do.
Which honestly good. Like, if the DLC was the same challenge as the main game, I mean, I'd be okay with that. But it's nice to have something that's a bit more okay. Now let's build on the things that you've learned.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, let's play the game.
Let's do it.
I want to play the game.
I hope everybody's enjoying the start of the Olympics.
Oh, did that start?
It started today. There are lots of people. U.S. Vice President showed up with his wife and got the shit booed out of him.
Good.
Which is
That
very
should happen
funny.
everywhere he goes. I did
I think it
actually.
does.
Yeah, I did actually see a picture from, now I'm thinking about it, from the UK Olympics team of one of the skiers, I think. It might be ski jumping. I don't know. Whatever the case, just perfectly calligraphied "fuck ice" into the snow with his piss.
Awesome.
So phenomenal rod control. If he can pull that off on the ski jump as well, I think Britain's going to have another gold medalist.
Awesome.
Okay, so let's look at what we're at. So, review all possible root trees and input your deductions. You'll be able to end your search and reveal the truth. You have 13 possible root trees left to identify.
So now we've got to come to the conclusion, and I think I brought this up just before end of stream last time about like we're really just putting these on kind of hearsay. Now I have to actually prove it.
Yeah. So let me just do a quick count here. 13 possible root trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Did I miss 2? Oh, 12, 13. Oh, I see.
Oh, shit.
Huh. Oh, man.
Boy. That's a lot of smorking guns.
Oh, Nelly. Okay, we need to put on a pot of coffee or something. So, Jesus Christ. Okay. I guess let's start looking for Ron Roottree. Oh, I wrote. Yeah. Go blame nepotism, he gets results. There's not going to be anything new, but we have looked at old sources of information before and seen new things. So, this much. Okay.
This was in an article about 2 months after the Roottrees rift about what really happened with Roottrees. The article mentions that nobody from Roottrees that they reached out to is willing to go on record. Instead, the timeline of events has been constructed from public record, accidental leaks, and a source on the inside. The only parts that are new to you are also the most vague parts, the ones supposedly confirmed by their anonymous source. The timeline says the family actually held a preliminary vote after Carl Roottrees died, but before the release of 6 pieces, and decided they wanted Ron Roottrees to take over because of his experience running RR Productions, because he was well-known and well-respected Roottrees. Ron seemed way too eager and personally motivated. They were worried he would gut the clan's head trust to remove Robbie Roottrees. Family was notoriously unwilling to do anything that could risk their wealth. I think we've read this already.
Yeah, I think we have, actually.
Ron became frustrated. Yeah.
Okay.
They're in the ground as hell.
So...
maybe we look up the mother? We look up Gwen? See if we get anything new there?
Yeah.
Can't imagine we've got really new stuff on her.
Should be in Starlight, I suppose. Yeah. So... okay. So we know that Gwyn Roottrees was the child of Margolite and Linus Cornwall.
Margolite and Linus.
Yeah. And we have some evidence to point to her being like the only possible way that these people are not Roottrees is if Gwyn...
she adopted?
Yeah. Because they're excited about blood relatives only. They don't give a shit about adoption, which sucks.
What's weird to me is that Ron Roottrees has potential doubt, but not his children.
I mean, I guess it would be that it just follows that if Ron and Robert aren't Roottrees, then these are also not Roottrees. So where's our
oh god, there's another one there too. Oh no, this is down below. Never mind.
Yeah. So let's have a look at some of these. So we have all of our smoking guns for...
yeah, let's try one that we've got all the smoking guns for, just so we can get a sense of how we're doing this.
This one seems like it's pretty hard to prove because we just have circumstantial evidence. We have things that line up, but nothing that gives us a super smoking gun. Like we have Bess writing Family Man, which is major propaganda. Bess having a statue built outside the library. We have Frank, who grew up an orphan because his family died in a hurricane when he was very young, could barely remember his mother, had no memory of his father, again pointing towards his mother dying, which we know is a fact, and his dad just not being in the picture because he's Elias Roottrees. And then there's diary cruelty. So we have, so this is talking about Grandpop and his family sings, Grandma Gwyneth lisp, and I think this smoking gun point, it connects to it connects to 6 pieces here where it has Yeah, who's Beth?
Yeah.
Who's Bess?
Yeah.
So, like,
And even if that does mean, you know, who is Bess? Oh, that's the lady I was having an affair on you with. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean that they actually had a child together. She could have gone on and had this kid with somebody else, you know?
Yeah.
So it's really weak evidence.
Like, I guess the question that I have here is, what is the game's standard of evidence here?
Yeah, are there going to be some that we have to mark as impossible to prove? Because that seems kind of unsatisfying to me.
Yeah, I mean, there is literally, might be a root tree, but it's impossible.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, is that going to be the correct answer for some of them? I would prefer that not to be the case, you know? It'd be nice to be able to list all these out, but I don't know. 9 out of 15. I don't know how we've got so much stuff missing. It feels like we must have gone through every little piece of...
I feel like we're still missing a periodical somewhere. We again have some circumstantial evidence here, like...
Yeah, what do we have? What are these links to?
So... Yeah, so we have...
I guess his family very wisely put a stop to it. In 81, months after I'd already moved on, he called me back and showed me a final draft. You know how expensive it is to publish one copy of a book. And my name on it, big shiny boss letters, like all problems in his life, throwing money at me was his attempt to win me back. This is Cicely talking, right?
Yeah, so he sent his mistress Susie something into the bathroom to proposition me. Remembered her from our trips overseas. She was too good for him. He died soon after. That was the last it ever came up. Business partner in Australia. Guy's affairs. Yeah, there's like nothing solid there. Like, there's circumstantial again that says, yeah, Susie Ford propositioned Cicely Sanchez.
I don't think Susie did. Guy's wife did. Carolyn, Catherine?
Well,
Susie was
no,
just
like
there
it says right here, sent his mistress Susie something into the bathroom.
Oh yeah, okay.
Carolyn also did,
Yeah.
or Patricia rather. But and we have the company records here, which again, pretty circumstantial. Susan Ford no longer employed by Roottree in 82. And then over here we have Grandorf Dove being at the centre of a crime article from 82, someone defaced the school and vehicles outside the brand new Hudson wing, multiple broken windows, one of the teacher's cars was painted with profanities and accusations of infidelity. A few weeks later, a follow-up article provides more details, one arrest, Thomas Hughes, coincidentally a former student at the school. Instruction came out weeks after he married the school's newest teacher, Mrs. Hughes. She was not a teacher when he graduated a few years earlier. According to the reporter's investigation, police reports, trials, restraining orders, Mr. Hughes was convinced he was not the father of Mrs. Hughes' current pregnancy. Released on bail, the schools agreed not to press criminal charges after an agreement was paid for the damages and for the couple to begin divorce proceedings. So... it's stronger circumstantial evidence, but it's still not...
It's still...
like...
running on the assumption that Thomas is correct about that stuff, which we don't have a way to really prove.
I don't know. I'm gonna mark these as hard to prove. Like, again, we could probably knock it out with a DNA test, but also with our...
I guess that's the thing. We're gonna have to start looking into what's her name's activities. The legal company lady. Sprunk?
Ruby Spratt, I think.
Ruby, yeah.
And again, like, we only had very flimsy information about these two as well. And also about her, like,
it's all quite weak. So there's got to be something that we're.
Like, I don't know if I don't know what the standard for evidence is here. Like, two smoking guns. Like,
It's not much.
no, it really isn't. So, like, again, like, this is pointing towards, yeah, unusual circumstances of her second son's adoption prevented her from touring recently. Like,
Yeah, he's the one that showed up like as a basket by a mystery
basket
woman
baby.
that might as well have been her.
Yeah.
Well, things we know is that he pays off people to keep them quiet,
That's true.
right? So he paid for this whole new wing of that school to be built. And the only reason he would have to do that is to make Susie Ford happy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
When did that wing get built? Because it seems like she'd already left the company at that time,
was
right?
pretty
Because he died in
recent.
'82. Yeah, the Hudson
brand
Wing came
new
out
Hudson Wing, so
in '82.
it would have been 82, yeah.
So she left in.
She also left in 82, so, like...
Yeah, so she left to marry Thomas Fella. They had their affair. She got pregnant, and he also... Yeah, that would line up. So he could have paid for the Hudson Wing
Yeah.
as a gift to keep her quiet.
Yeah, yeah. Right, made it to the second part. Yum.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. Like, we're going on fairly flimsy evidence for a lot of these. I feel like
Yeah.
we're going based on how Guy was behaving around the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if we had a lot of. Still missing something here as well. So let's see. Attend shareholding meetings. She sends a proxy. No relevant results. Okay, you know what? That's fair.
Okay.
Oh, right. Which just takes us right back to Transmissile Paolo.
If you look him up again, what do we get for that?
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Something with company records here. So... Board no longer works here. Oh, this might just be related to the Christmas bash or something like that.
Yeah, Christmas.
Oh yeah, there's
bash.
also the Grandorf Dove donation
Yeah.
there, right there, so that feels...
There is more concrete evidence we haven't noticed yet. I also didn't notice for a very long time, so just keep looking through stuff.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Yeah, let's look this fella up.
Brazilian newscaster, bit of a cult following. It's fan fiction.
This is fanfics and stuff. We've seen this. I think we checked Ashley York.
British supermodel does ads for perfume. Protested by PETA.
I think that she showed up in Team Blast. Yeah.
Was in Rio for Carnival.
Yeah.
Was on parade floats. Mother's party.
Well... Maybe she'd show up in business zone? Yeah. I feel like maybe we...
Business watch mentioned her name a few times. Struggles of American media companies to do business with their foreign counterparts due to differences in laws. Two media groups and countries have discussed Africa, Middle East, Transmission Paulo, Brazil. Lack of freedom of speech laws in Brazil. There's been added bureaucracy in publishing certain stories on Transmission Paulo's channels. He is private about her identity. Supposedly once used her connections to have a reporter fired from a rival network and blacklisted.
Okay, interesting. Journalists claimed this was shut down a story he was doing about her personal life, including that her marriage in '73 was not of her own choice. His research claimed that she essentially had her husband forced upon her as a child bride at the age of 15. It also claims that past appearances with her husband have been for show, they do not live together, and she resents her own parents for the arrangement. Final claim was that she must have made her money under the table through nefarious and possibly illegal means during Brazil's dictatorship, as his research uncovered that she could not possibly have earned enough to start a media company otherwise. After making this statement, the reporter went into hiding in fear of his safety. So there's... Oh, in fact, look at that. There's another smoking gun. So that points pretty strongly to hush money for Guy.
Yeah. Does that show up in the records?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if that's on the company records here. Like...
What the... Yeah, the caviar was the one that was popular in Brazil, so that could have been a cover. Is that listed twice? Oh, the Christmas tree bash is listed twice.
Well, 81 Christmas tree bash, 80 Christmas tree bash, yeah.
Damn.
But caviar at 10,000 a month.
Yeah, they all are, though.
Yeah. But that over 12 months, that's significant, like...
It is, but it's not unique. I mean,
true.
The other flavors have the same thing happening.
I mean, the caviar development has gone on...
Wait, travel expenses...
yeah.
190,000.
Okay. Could be.
There's caviar again.
Yeah. I think... Like, it might not even show up on the books, you know?
Yeah, it might not.
In fact, there are some interesting things... Well, no, Beth Knox 50-year work anniversary bonus, 50,000. That happened before Guy took over. Then we have... Yeah. I think there's enough of a smoking gun there to say, yeah, probably. And like...
Cancel after 5, cancel after 5, cancel after... When was...
Well, see, this is what I'm wondering as well, because, like, look at this. What is zigua? That's a melon, a sweet melon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Chinese melon.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, I'm wondering... Like, potentially, you know, R&D costs for developing that flavor in, for Chinese markets, potentially connected to an affair with the person in charge of Roottrees China.
Welcome, Moon and Star. I have prepared a place for you. 43 months. Girls. Yes. Woo.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for the 43 months.
Yeah, thank you. There was one anomaly on that page, though, Sugar Plum, which I don't think shows up in the earlier ones, and that gets double the funding.
Yeah, that's a weird one as well. At 20,000 a month. Yeah, oh, that's weird. But yeah, I think we can probably say, like, also he does have kind of reddish hair, kind of coppery hair, which it's not solid, but you cluster together everything that we've got here, which isn't much,
Yeah.
I think we can probably say, yeah, that's a root tree right there. Let's have a look at some of our photos of Guy. Our Guy photos. Oh. Green eyes, I think?
Hard to tell, but yeah, they do seem to be green.
Guess eye color hasn't really been a thing that we've been able to use to make any deductions. 15 streams, goddamn.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have business watch for Quiegenese. Sorry, Keygenese.
I think key jeans.
It is Keygenes,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Being silly.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, so there's potential there with the fake IVF, but I don't know that there's necessarily a big source of money going out anywhere, though we also don't have all the evidence yet. So
yeah,
I mean, we do have the melon, but we've got so many other flavors. There's something important in here.
It's weird. So, okay, let's see what we can find here. So...
Mary and Linda is,
Oh, we had, Linda is
the mother?
No, Linda is her sister.
Right, right. Yeah, Jinyao.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we've got Jinyao and Xinyu. Hair does have kind of a coppery gene to it. It's not enough. I know. We gotta find more smoking guns.
Yeah.
So who else have we got? It's got smoking guns. We've got whatever's going on here.
Anonymon.
Yeah.
There's lots on this guy somehow.
So, Ruby Illegal Enterprises. Smoke and gums? Yum. So, Clancy Edward Roottrees. Let's just see if Clancy Edward Roottrees has anything new and exciting. Okay, so it's just gonna be the Clan Said Trust again.
Tell you what I assume we don't have anything new in evidence.
No.
But can we look up the notable events?
We have something still in notable events somehow. What is it? Okay, so... Like, I think this takes us to... Yeah, so... Yeah. Christian organizations, yada yada. Okay. Roottrees Company... Wait... This website. During your last search, you only got a good look at the history page. The design itself become much more sleek and very corporate. Gone is any history focus on the last Roottrees. Instead, the site seems to focus on the present status of their candy offerings with high-quality JPEGs of each of their products. Some small ads for Root, which is the clothing company owned by the Roottrees Candy Company. Small section at the bottom that lists the president as Clark Rafferty LaRue. Oh, hey, look at this. Short bio mentioned that he was responsible for some of their marketing before taking the reins after the unfortunate plane crash. There is also a small memorial section for those that perished in the plane crash, including the Roottrees sisters, Carl and Brenda, Kurt Johnson, Mark Sanchez, Trish King, and Eliza Nicholson.
I guess let's look those names up. I don't think we've placed those names before.
Let's check the Roottrees sisters. So, okay. The website you used to initially place Raina, Rose, and Riley is still up, though instead of the cheery pink background with purple text, it's now a more traditional black text on a white background. The young webmaster has turned the site into a memorial for the sisters and their father. It seems like she did end up getting her ears pierced like Rose after all. Regardless, there's no relevant information, just a picture of the girls with a sad MIDI piano playing in the background.
Awesome.
From other higher profile sites, you find that the charity has been set up in the girl's name, the Roottrees Sisters Fashion Scholarship.
Look that up.
I think we have, but let's see. Okay, yeah, this is Root, I think. A small memorial dedicated to the deceased members of the family. Most recent catalogue has an entirely black cover, no text. Root's currently managed by a designer who is Brenda White's second in command. You don't recognize her name, she seems unrelated. Scholarship page, awarded to 3 underprivileged high school girls each year who wish to pursue a career in fashion. The fund was created directly from shares that would have contributed to the inheritance of the Roottree sisters if they were still alive. Like other parts of the Clanset Trust, is managed by Ruby Legal Enterprises. So I think we saw that before, but let's check some of these other names. Okay.
Ooh, Kurt Johnson and Mark Sanchez were the pilot and co-pilot of the Roottrees jet during its crash last December. Although the NTSB investigation has not been released, foul play has been ruled out. Trish King was on the cabin crew of the Roottrees private jet. Elizabeth Nicholson, who went by Eliza, lived in a house with her family about 200 yards from the section of the woods where the plane crashed. Reportedly had a heart attack during the commotion. Her family were unable to reach emergency services due to the overwhelmed phone lines and ongoing storm. Her son-in-law managed to flag down an officer responding to the plane crash, but it was too late.
Okay. So we got Kurt, Mark, Patricia, Eliza. Kurt, Mark, Trish, Eliza. So I imagine this is just going to send us right back to, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Well, let's search Carl and Brenda Roottree. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. Many websites and news articles eulogize Carl Roottree along with his daughters and wife, Brenda. As far as you can tell, Carl and Brenda Roottree never had any marital issues. You do come across an article about a Kristen Valdez, who claims to have been Carl's high school sweetheart before Brenda. She does not make any claim about having a child with him, she just appeared to be paid to talk about his early life. Most of it is boring. She says that they met up when he was sent to a private school near her hometown and broke up when he graduated and moved back to Buttercunty. So, is that thing? Yeah. So, maybe we can find something about this in the tabloids?
Maybe Butler County Times?
I think that, yeah, the school that Carl went to was further away than that, I think. So...
Where did he go to school?
We don't know, actually. So... yeah, let's see. Let's check Brenda Roottree and see if there's anything there. Okay, so that's just the same article. Huh.
Search Carl Roottree again and do the time travel thing.
Yeah.
Carl Roottree died in the recent...
Yeah, there's nothing there about his schooling. Let's check in business.
Yeah, business periodical.
Business zone.
Ooh, yeah, let's time travel. Okay.
Carl's marriage.
In 78, and they're in their 20s.
Ernie, 96. Carl took over as his 5th president from Ernie Jr.
That's nothing new.
Yeah. I think this is just gonna, yeah, that's Watchman of the Year. Oh. Nothing in Teen Blast. Yeah, a lot of stuff for Root. Oh, nope. Is there any? Yep, nothing. I don't think that would have given us anything anyways.
Yeah. I'd like, if we can, I want to recap what actually they showed up with last night. I think that's summarized in the evidence somewhere. So they found hair in the trash can.
Yeah, a company's lawyer was caught throwing away DNA samples from Bonnie Hudson. These are intended to be used to test new potential root trees.
Because Bonnie was supposed to be the closest living, or the oldest living relative?
Bonnie would have been Guy's wife, right?
No, it was Patricia was Guy's wife.
Right. Oh, yeah, there we go. Bonnie Hudson was Guy's sister.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Got that about as wrong as I possibly could. Let's look up Bonnie Hudson, just on a whim here. Nothing. I guess she'd be under Bonnie Roottrees. Oh wait, Guy was...
it would be well, it would be whatever her Kellogg.
Yeah, Bonnie Kellogg. She's far away at this point.
She was just a housewife too, wasn't she?
Yeah. Any chefs or other foodie people on this tree? I'm wondering if there's more to see in...
I mean, other than the fact that they're candy makers, I don't think so.
Okay.
Did we look up Roottrees in the Chef magazine?
I guess not. Let's see. Ooh, okay, I don't think that we saw this necessarily.
Piketty is not afraid to expose details that other publications would avoid. Shortly after the announcement that Jane Joe Roottrees was not a Roottrees, Piketty exposed personal details about the story of Anonymom under the headline Anonymom the Anonicon. They said Anonymom worked as a manager at a department store in North Carolina, and her daughter's name was Courtney May. They also said that the woman that vouched for her famous cover story, they didn't identify news time, perhaps to avoid being sued, is named Corinne S., that she'd filed for bankruptcy. The article speculates that Anonymom and Corinne were in on it together, and even speculates that they might have been lovers.
Hey. not a credible publication. Their information wasn't particularly actionable. Few people seem to notice or care. Okay, let's chase this down a little bit. So, Brittany May. Okay. North Carolina. I don't think we have anything in particular. We don't also don't have a surname here. We have first name Brittany May.
You think Anonymous a mononym?
Christ. Well done.
Thank you.
Rin S.
Maybe it says in the Anonymonomicon.
Christ alive. Well, North Carolina. Where is North Carolina? Is that?
Don't say north of South Carolina. Don't say north of South Carolina. Don't say north of South Carolina.
Like, is that in like the mid east of the U.S.?
Like
it's coastal.
It's coastal. It's pretty southern, I guess. It's like in line with Tennessee.
Okay.
So like. I guess it's betwixt Pennsylvania and Miami in a sense.
Yeah, so, like, Mideastern University. Where was that exactly? Between Maine and Miami, so...
Okay, so that's vaguely Pennsylvania.
Yeah. North Carolina is an 8-hour drive from Pittsburgh. Okay.
Did the name Corinne come up before? I feel like it had. I guess it was in the News Time article about it.
Maybe? I don't think so, though. I think that, let's check our evidence real quick. So the News Time article was... Yeah, this one here. So... Wait, no, this one.
No,
the one
it's...
that was, this one.
There it is.
Yeah. This is a summary. To remain anonymous. Had an affair with Guy Hudson while she was working as a secretary. She and another woman were hired at the same time during a transitional period where many of the secretaries that worked under Zach Morton were already gone. She and the other woman were also underqualified, neither had typewriter experience. Guy had his own requirements. Guy liked to throw lavish parties, the more excuses he found. The longer that he was president. Posits these parties have mostly been an excuse to have after parties at Guy's home.
Their hush money under the table. So that's ostensibly something he does.
Yeah. Guy died, the money stopped coming, and she assumed things would run their course. Well, who did the DNA testing for this?
I would have thought it was Ruby.
Ruby and Sapphire, yeah.
feel like there's got to be some stuff about Ruby that we can cover.
There has to be, you're right.
That feels like it's gonna open something
Still
up.
got something
It's fucking
here.
weird. It's got to be related to Anonymom because that's the only thing that's got like names for us to put down.
Let's... So I feel like we've gone through this, but... So Anonymom was not self-inflicted, sprung up organically because no one else knew how to refer to her. Sam Marsden publicly supported Anonymom due to some parts of the story she found particularly credible. The momentum from Sam's endorsement, Anonymom went on a media blitz.
Oh wait, we can figure out who she is.
Can we?
She was secretary just after Zach Morton
That's
left.
a good-ass point. Okay, yeah, let's see. So...
It's tough, right?
Okay. So...
So it'll be late 70s.
Zach Morton's there, and then Zach would be retiring, Guy would be taking over. Retirement party in 78 before spending the final month working on the transition. The following changes took place between 76 and 77. So this is not particularly relevant because Anonymom said, let's see. I think it was the other bit of evidence, wasn't it? It was the article. Here we go.
Yeah. She and another woman were hired at the same time during a transition, while many of the secretaries that had worked under Zach Morton were already gone.
Yeah, so... would that put us in... this... Since it was...
Well, the spider search also said it was the late 70s, so I think it's either this one or the next one. But it seems like it should be this page.
Yeah. Patrick Decker was hired.
So,
Christine Farrow was hired. Jenna Fellows and Beth Knox are no longer employed by Roottree. Justin Garland has been hired. Okay, so I think yeah, it wasn't this year, though. So we have Joanna Robertson or Joanna Fellows. Oh, well, wait, hang on. Then Christine Farrow. So those two were employed at the same time. It's possible that it was a pair? Guy Hudson took over in 78. This is... Guy replaces... Okay. Ed Roottree, Elizabeth Cravensworth, Lloyd Carpenter no longer employed. Rafferty's listed as office staff.
Corinne Schwartz.
There we go.
Beatrice Watts and Corinne Schwartz. So Anonymom is probably Beatrice Watts?
Yes.
Because Corinne was doing the... Or, you know, she made her own, like...
Yeah, she
vetted herself.
corroborated, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vouch for a famous cover story, Corinne Schwartz, that should file for bankruptcy. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Corinne Schwartz comes up in a few articles from local news stations in Pennsylvania. Some of the people attempting to track down Anonymom were harassing her. She recently had to take a leave of absence because people showed up at the car dealership where she works. We are part of the problem. She's begging people to stop the accusations so she can get back to a normal life. In every article you find, the journalists involved have independently verified that she is not Anonymom.
Okay.
Is
40?
not
Oh my
Anonymom.
god, that is 4 tens. Well done, Haya.
Whoa.
That sounded so condescending, I swear to you. Yeah, that's great. Fuck me, I'm not stopping. Thank
Wow,
you for
great
watching us
job.
40 times in a row. We appreciate it, really. I promise. Okay.
Oh.
Oops.
Oh yeah, I forgot we had the duck.
Oh.
We don't need you. I would do the like Batman thing with the shotgun, but I'm not gonna do that to a cute little duck. So just
Good. Okay, so we have Corinne Schwartz,
let's,
and then Beatrice
yeah.
Watts.
Beady Dubs.
Okay, let's check her in the local newspaper then. Or... nothing.
Let's go down the list.
Yeah. Seems... like, it feels pretty unlikely that a lot of these would be anything.
Yeah. But we don't know much about her, so, you know, maybe she's a star chef. She's clearly not a
secretary anymore, yeah.
Well, she was clearly not a good secretary to begin with. That was part of it, is that he's hiring him based on looks rather than secretarial ability.
Oh, here we go. Corinne Schwartz resides in Pennsylvania, though it appears she lives beyond Buttercountry limits. After she was named in a national tabloid, people have come to her place of work and have accused her of being an onomom. The article explains it's still impossible for her to be an onomom because her only child is still in middle school. Unless her son's gestation period was approximately 10 years, it doesn't appear like Corinne could have been involved in any of the potential affairs on your tree.
Okay. Make a note. Medical miracle.
So, let me see. She and another woman are hired at the same time. So, if they're talking hired at the same time, then yeah, it's Beatrice Watts that we need to track down. Oh, my balls!
Miss Lisa and Valerie, maybe, but that's also a year later.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that hired at the same time.
Well, I mean, that might have been the pair being spoken of, but then we've got the thing with Corinne,
So... and this would stack up chronologically, like, Guy got fucking busy real fast, because Joanna Robertson was, I think, there when Guy was still there, and Christine Farrow was there.
He had before. 6 affairs in 6 years.
Jesus Christ. So, this, I think... like, provisionally. So... well, hey, we actually should be able to figure out her daughter as well, because we had, Courtney May.
Oh, yeah.
Courtney May Watts. Turned away from stream for a minute and suddenly heard my own voice crying out my balls from another room. That's the Girl Stream Team experience. This is intended. There we go.
Courtney May has a simple website with black text on a white background and a few images. From the view counter, you can tell you're one of only a few hundred people who have visited it. She's not shy about claiming she is Jane Doe Roottrees. As proof, she's posted an unobscured cover from the time she was featured on News Time, as well as a different picture of herself that appears to be a wedding photo. The website appears to be created in defense of her mother, who has been the target of public scrutiny. Under the headline, The True Story of Jane Doe Roottrees, courtesy of Courtney May Newton, formerly Watts. Courtney May writes, "Everyone does everything wrong. My mom approached the Roottrees before 5Ps was ever on the cover of News Time. Nobody at the Roottrees Company took us seriously. They only listened to us after we appeared on TV and in magazines." The site has a scanned letter from the Ruby Legal Group to Courtney May's mother, Beatrice. In very polite legal terms, it seems to accuse her of exploiting their name and orders her to leave the Roottrees alone. It's dated from a few weeks before the 5Ps article appeared in News Time, and it seems legitimate. Courtney May also discusses her mother's magazine feature in more detail. "You know how difficult it was to convince anyone to tell her story. My mom didn't want to show her face because everyone in the media was approached, assumed she was lying because her story was just like 5Ps, but my mom's story was first. My mom was advised by Ryan and Cork, to tell News Time that seeing 5Ps on the cover was what inspired her to go public. It's the only way News Time would agree to it and help her get on TV, but it's not true. Our story was first. Courtney's defense continues. Much of it seems repetitive and useless. Towards the end of the page, she discusses the DNA test and defends her mother's character. My mom is amazing. She's the nicest woman in the world. She has diabetes and works at a department store, but still managed to help pay for my apartment in the big city so that I could stay with my high school sweetheart. I got a degree in nursing, so I learned about DNA in college, but I'm beginning to think it's all a lie. Mom's 100% confident there's nobody else who could be the father. Either they did the test wrong or the DNA is complete bullshit. She's not a liar.
Okay, awesome. So our little hypothesis of maybe the lawyer is fucking up the DNA tests deliberately is, it's maybe something.
Yeah.
It's not nothing. So what we have here, we've got the... Wow, that's some guy hair right there. Clark did tell you they found Roottree DNA in her trash can. Yeah, exactly. Wait a sec. Okay, Cott's throwing out the DNA samples from Bonnie Hudson. Okay, so... Yeah. Sorry, for a moment there I was thinking, wait a sec, was it Bonnie's DNA?
What was the last part of that evidence?
The photo?
The one you were just looking at, the sticky note top left?
Oh, yeah.
Suspicion on Ruby Spratt. It's possible that some of her behaviors and past have also cast in a doubt. New section of the tree has been added for you to fill out.
Okay, yeah, so that's...
Brittany Mae Watts posted this photo.
Courtney May and Danny together forever. Appears to be a wedding photo of hers. Okay. She's a nurse?
Yeah, she's a nurse.
Is Daniel... Newton.
Newton.
Okay. And she was like working at a department store?
Yeah. Clerk.
Yeah,
Or...
we saw that in... where did we see that in? That was like
a few
the
different
anonymous
things say that
thing.
she's...
Yeah, it's like it said she works in a department store in that, and then this one somewhere.
They ran her course. She went back to work up a little bit. Went back to work at the department store. Hope that nobody ever looked too closely at how she paid for her house.
Yeah. Okay, and then I think somewhere in here, manager at a department store in North Carolina. Okay, yeah. So, manager?
Manager.
Or... Not really anything for management, is there? I guess retail? It seems a bit...
Yeah.
Not the case, but... Oh, yeah, there's her other photo. Sweet.
So what are the smoking gorns for her?
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm still missing something. I feel like it's pretty fucking likely, though, because, like, there's the smoking gun of the money.
Yeah.
Again, like...
the money.
There's, something weird going on with the lawyer. I feel like we're gonna fill that clue in here when we dig deeper into Ruby Spratt. So yeah, I'm pretty confident. Blood relative there. Okay, 8 possible root trees left to identify. Oh man. That's...
Look through those, I guess.
Yeah, so... Mary Beth Clementine. Yeah, this is... she was known for her adoption. She's listed on many sites. She adopted 2 children in the 40s, Stuart and Mark. So this would be with Miracle, which is a little harder to prove because there's not necessarily the smoking gun of the big hush money.
Right.
What upbringing? Emily's fortune does me no good. I felt kinship with Mary Beth ever since I heard her voice, so I learned her personal story and knew how to help her in whatever way I could. Bible's full of adoptions from Moses to Esther. Second visit was a few years later in 53. First visit was a massive success. It's really tricky, right?
Yeah, there's not much to go on there.
Well, it would have been Mark who would be the second visit, so...
There's more stuff there. Toasterito is back.
Oh yeah, Toasterito, aka Lucinda Jacobson. Have you ever find the Lucinda? Oh yeah, Lucinda Jacobson right there. So yeah, and the basket baby, real life baby Moses situation. National news. In many circles, he became known as the basket baby. Mary Beth Clementine, who would later be shunned due to her personal life, and her son Mark, who would later be known as Crocodile Clementine. So, we know that she's shunned for personal life, which happened... Yeah, she'd been twice divorced, both times to her manager Sterling. Billy Sims, which is not particularly helpful, I don't think. Hi, are the Roottrees still dead? Oh, they're wicked dead.
They're dropping like flies.
God, yeah. I checked the PQT, nothing. Still have a bunch of stuff to find here.
We're missing something. We're missing a periodical or one huge piece of evidence, and my gut's telling me it's related to her.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of this is going to make a lot more sense once we find whatever it is we're missing.
Yeah. So Size Queen Sanchez didn't have the rights to restrict the photos, pulling the issue. Unlikely Ruby could have had the story pulled if it had gone to court.
Who reached out to her? Did she reach out to the Roottrees, or did they find her, and why? I feel like we had that written somewhere.
Oh, Ruby approached the Roottrees.
Okay. What's the older version?
Oh. Right, yeah, so... Legal Enterprises, maybe. Still back to here again, so... Maybe it shows up in the header old. Oh. Use time? That's same thing again. Think I have an idea, but not sure if it would go anywhere. You know what? If you've not played the game, then go for it and shoot it.
Yeah.
Shoot it our way.
We don't have like a law periodical, do we?
We sure don't. I feel like there probably is one somewhere.
Yeah, how can we produce that?
Yeah.
Can we spider search that? Okay. All the articles tell the same stuff. Fiasco 6 piece. No law groups complicit with cover up. That seems on multiple times.
Did the musician guy get a lawyer at some point? Who is she employed by? If you mean 5Ps, then yeah, I think 5Ps' lawyer was someone that did something with a sandwich. I mean,
golly,
you know what I mean.
I hate to.
Yeah, so let's search for 5Ps. There was something somewhere.
Let's see if we can find it, because that might be. It's the same thing again.
Yeah. The one little thing here is that Joanna Robertson doesn't seem to have had a great deal of hush money paid to her, unless...
Yeah, well, she was the one working at Antonelli's, right? And
No, that was Christine Farrow, who also... Well, then again, there was... This whole thing was allegedly, like, funded by money from a book, I think? Right?
Yeah, it was... I don't think it's one that he would have funded, though. It was a book that the owner of Antonelli's wrote, stealing Steve Garland's stuff, and then they went into business together to make the new edition. Yeah,
what I'm saying is that these two's restaurant was ostensibly funded by the profits from the book.
Yeah.
Whether it actually was or not.
True.
Is, yeah.
But I don't know that... I mean... We could look at when their business started, but it seems pretty late to be giving the mom hush money to go into her grown-up children's business.
Well, no, I mean, the mom might have had a lot of money historically.
Just kind of saved. Yeah, I guess that's fair.
You don't have to immediately spend money after you gain it.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, I know.
Another bit of evidence, and Jack's being very mean tonight.
What the fuck do you mean? like I'm just like... Evil? Just like... I'm humorously pointing out that you're not thinking about the thing that... You don't have
thinking smart about it. Idiot.
Oh, Christ. Okay, I'll evil hydrate. Fuck it, whatever.
I shouldn't say this out loud, but I like the concept of using hydrate to to determine arguments about whether one of us has done a good or a bad thing.
It's kind of good, actually. Basically, she's ontologically evil.
It's my ontologically evil wife you're talking about. I'll have you know.
Defend your wife.
I love you.
I love you too.
I'll also be evil.
Yay. Oh, Nelly. Okay, right. Christ, we've still got this little thing to
Yeah, what the fuck? Why are they suddenly thrown into question? I don't like that.
Well, like, there was the whole original thing of Ron trying to boot Robert out of the family.
Yeah.
So
it's true. I guess because they're also subject to not really an affair, but I guess just birth out of wedlock, that it's...
Yeah, what are we considering blood relatives is... Hang on. What was this? This was... Okay, yeah, that was Clementine.
Like, I feel like that should be easy enough to... If we can get, like, their fucking birth certificates or something.
Yeah,
like,
right.
She oughta... She's the Roottrees. She oughta know if she had those kids or not. Like...
Well, let's check up on Brother Trouble. Hasn't been updated. Oh, hey, TMS has been in the news for his addiction both before and after the death of his wife, Raina. Oh, yeah. 2 months ago, he very publicly went into rehab. Since then, he's been seen in public a few times. He's been to be doing better. Once appeared in 9 new movies in the last 8 months, has rarely appeared anywhere of note. That's just kind of sad.
DC Booper by his teenage fans.
I remember Jane Eyre.
Yeah.
High school romance with a focus on skateboarding. Oh, hey. I think we might have seen... Oh, 3 weeks ago, Ron's mother Gwen died in Paris, France. He and his brother Robbie have seemingly made amends.
Shit.
Okay, that's new information. Okay. Ron was announced as president of Roottree during the Roottree Rift. The next press release immediately reversed the announcement and instead stated that Ron and Clark would take over. A few weeks later, Ron was dropped from the title entirely. There are hundreds of results about this development, but most articles are retellings of basic details. Some veer into heavy speculation based on an article about Ron in Business Watch. Ron has also done some interviews saying the truth of what went on behind the scenes is not something he wishes to discuss. Instead, he hopes to release a movie about it someday. Okay, buddy. Is there anything new here?
I don't know why this song is giving me, like, spooky Halloween vibes for... I can't...
No, I get it. It's kind of Scooby-Doo with it.
It sounds like we're doing Mummies and Frankenstein's detective agency.
Yeah, okay. So...
I was doing the laziest in my chair thriller dance here while she was reading that. Whatever it was she was reading, I didn't pay attention to any of it.
Fucking awesome, great, cool, wonderful. The Roottrees are undead.
Ooh. We've sewn all the Roottrees back together in a one big horrible grand falloon of nightmares.
Scary.
Maple-coated nightmares.
Wait, I just realized ontologically evil.
It's pretty good.
Theme song of buying a convertible to greasy used car dealership run by a skeleton in Robin's
Yes,
suit.
and the skeleton is doing the animation from the shopkeep in Monkey Island.
Yum. Do you mean Stan?
Stan, yeah, that's his name.
It's not the shopkeep, that's Stan's used boats guy.
Well, he sells used boats, right?
I guess he is a shopkeep in some... Like,
because you don't buy a boat from him doesn't mean he's not a boat seller.
Go down to the INS right now and be like, shopkeep?
Is that not what they are? What are they doing in the shop if not keeping it?
Yes. Shopkeep.
You're gonna ask
2
me.
Arizona iced teas.
And one
please.
boat.
And one boat. Shopkeep, your finest Honda.
I require your finest boat. I'm going into battle. I'm in the Phoenician.
This is the fucking newest Girl Stream Team discourse. Are used car salespeople shopkeepers? Like, is a car sales place a shop?
What do you do at a car sales place?
What makes things a shop versus a sales place?
Well, for one, I don't think sales place is like a term that's used frequently, and if it is, I think it's pretty interchangeable with shop.
Okay.
Do you buy cars at a car sales place?
Okay.
Do you shop around for cars?
A used car showroom.
Okay.
Is that a shop?
Considering you can make a purchase of an item, I would say yes.
I could make a purchase of an item right here. Does that make our office a shop?
No, because there's not a physical location you're doing it in.
Well, what's a wood shop then?
Okay. A shop can have multiple definitions, as most words can. So a wood shop is a workshop.
Okay. But I can't buy work there.
No, but as aforementioned, words can have more than one meaning. Who's
being mean tonight?
There's a root.
How did we get here? I was wondering that. How did I get behind the wheel of this automobile?
I don't know. You yelled at me that the guy who sells boats isn't a salesman.
No, I said he's the salesman, not a shopkeep.
That's the same thing.
Wood shop is what you do with an axe. Yeah, you're right. Wait, what the fuck were we doing? Right, okay, yeah, business watch.
Gwyn died.
Gwyn died. Yeah, that's true. So... Gwyn Roottrees, I guess?
Yeah, if we had like a French periodical.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, Guys Like Us. Is it Guys Like Us or Guys Like Us? She died in Paris, France about 3 weeks ago.
After leaving Hollywood, she made no effort to stay in the limelight, and most obituaries tend to focus on her largest role, Guys Like Us. Not much is known about her death, except it was announced that she died peacefully in her sleep while being treated for a sudden severe case of pneumonia. Before that, she'd apparently been in relatively good health, according to her friends and family in Paris. She was 67. Okay. Guys Like Us is a 53 comedy film in which 2 secretaries cut their hair short and pose as businessmen to get ahead in life until one of them falls in love with their client and hilarity ensues. Starring Gwyn Roottrees, Leslie Florence, and Harrison Lane. Fairly popular at the box office and made its budget back, but was seen as somewhat formulaic, so it didn't really stand the test of time compared to the other classic films of the era. It was recently released for the first time on home video due to Roottreemania. The time it took to manufacture and ship VHS copies of Guys Like Us meant that it missed the height of the craze, which only lasted a few weeks. Even so, it did sell modestly well, and there have been talks of a remake. Okay, we might see Guys Like Us in Silver Screen magazine. Or not.
Or not.
Starlet? Really? One of those mid-movies that ends up cracking a lot of eggs by accident.
What's the name of that movie? There was a movie that's like the flip side of this. Jack Lemmon stars in it.
Okay, for a moment I did think you were just going to start talking about white chicks.
No.
Oh, Some Like It Hot. Okay.
Thank you. Leslie Florence was the other actress besides Gwyn in Guys Like Us. Before Guys Like Us, she was in a few very small supporting roles. Could somebody turn down the goddamn saxophone? And her performance in Guys Like Us was we just have a pet cat in the corner who's been playing it the whole time. Or a very small horse. Generally thought it was quite good, especially considering she got second billing to Gwyn. Even with the success and acclaim, she retired from Hollywood almost immediately. Not much was known about her until recently when Guys Like Us was released at right at the tail end of Roottreemania. As part of the myriad of articles and research people have done into the surrounding Roottrees, came out that she died of a genetic disease known as Huntington's in the late 1960s. genuinely really good movie. I would like to watch it at some point. Jack Lemmon is a really good actor.
Okay, so who's Harrison Lane? Oh, wow, okay. Not an awful lot. Western Frontiers has no connection to the Roottrees. Harrison Lane seems to be a dead end. Did you know trivia? Harrison Lane married his high school sweetheart after they reunited to movie premiere.
Okay.
Did you know the title is a play on words? It can be read, two women are men similar to other men, or the men are fond of them.
I offer broad human experience. It's all I have to say.
Yeah. What, if anything, does that tell us?
Not too much. It's all... Somehow guys like us and Leslie Florence are important to this. I don't know how. Well, I kind of thought this would fall into place a little quicker than it has, but I feel pretty stumped.
Well, here's something.
Holds out your hand and shows me a small breakdancing Mario.
Yeah. So, active in the 50s, when were Ron Robbie born? Because
I do wish that this game would like fill in dates like that for us, because they're out there, but God.
Okay, so let me throw out a hypothesis here.
Okay.
Leslie Florence was the other actress in Guys Like Us. She died of Huntington's in the late 1960s. We have these two here. What if Gwen is not actually their mother?
Those are Florence's kids?
Yeah, and they were adopted. That all goes out the window if... I mean, let's see. So we have somewhere in here... So, couldn't make the reunion, wishing you well from Paris, Gwyn and the boys. So this is from...
Let's look up in periodicals about Wild Bill Williams, because I think that talks about it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. I might be completely off base here, but...
I want to say they were born in the 70s.
Yeah, I think they might have been born earlier, but... let's see... Divorce in 58 from Wild Bill Williams. Okay, so so they would have been,
So it does line up.
Kinda, almost like it's.
Ah, yes, we've been expecting you.
Jame, welcome in.
Hi,
A micro
everybody.
piggy infestation.
Oh God! I'll get the
scary.
spray. Hang on.
Christ. Micro piggy swarm.
Come to me through fire and war.
I
welcome.
Charcuterie Broad. Very good username. Thank you for the follow.
Very good.
Well, welcome in, Raiders. I hope that you've been experiencing Hog in a productive and safe manner. What am I talking the fuck about? I hope you've been enjoying. Don't breathe in the air, there's micro piggies. Oh, fuck. Have we got any in the N95 masks?
Oh, they're looking for truffles in my lung meat.
Oh, I don't like that.
Neither do I. It's my lung meat.
Well, welcome in, Raiders. Fuck me. I'm sorry. I've been just losing my mind all night. Hi, Raiders. Hi, everyone. We're a girl stream team. I'm Jax.
And I'm not.
And that's my beautiful wife, Sleet. We do all sorts of things. We're a couple of trans women that do all kinds of games. We've been the puzzle perverts lately. Today, Roottrees are dead. Specifically the expansion Roottreemania.
Specifically the end of the expansion.
Specifically also the end of the expansion. So if the Roottrees are dead is a game that you want to be a puzzle pervert about and want to experience fresh, totally okay if you dip out. Maybe consider dropping us a little follow though on the way out, because
and then we'll give you the antidote.
We'll magically purge you of micro piggies.
Exactly.
Pregnant again. Oh right, what? Yeah, pregnant again.
Right. we were learning about pregnancy. Man, our connection is really flaky. I don't know what's going on.
I know, it's 1999. Neopets was up. Fur Affinity wouldn't exist for a few more years yet, but, like, it was only a matter of time.
Yeah.
There are other websites I can think of that we could go to. I'm not going to put them in on stream. Anyway. So, okay, where were we? Right, so... We're currently sexbug.com.
Ooh.
Wait, hang on.
Come on. We'll never know what it is. We'll never learn. Fuck. Oh, sex.gov. That's a good point.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Okay, so
right she had her second kid in 58.
Yeah, so her second kid was in 58, allegedly. So this is from her previous interview where she had a child on the way. I'm sticking with Roottree for the last name. So 58 is awfully early if we're going for the idea of what if she adopted these kids. The kids would have to know about it, I think.
I see what you're getting at, yeah, because she wouldn't have adopted them right away.
Yeah,
so yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
It's an interesting theory, but I think it's not necessarily helpful. But let's dig into Wild Bill Williams.
Come to me through fire and war. I will.
Reef Sharktivist, thank you so much for the follow.
Thank you.
Go to ballfart.com, it's awesome. Okay.
Man.
It doesn't exist in 1999.
Our net nanny is, we lost our credentials to log into it, so we're kind of fucked.
Yeah, we can't even go to ballfart.com, it's fucked. Okay. Hey, this is new.
Wild Bill Williams, an actor known for his role in Fortune Favors the Grave, did not make an appearance at Gwen Rootree's funeral, the bitch. Because of his absence, there were rumors online he must have already died, but according to a reporter that tracked him down, he's in his 70s, still lives in Paris, and is still in perfectly fine health. You even went on record as saying, I think it was Mark Twain who said, "My balls."
Yeah, that's true. Mark Twain did say that.
He did say that in that precise cadence and everything.
Fucking impeccable timing. Hey, exclamation point clip. Just exclamation point clip. Somebody, anybody.
I think it was Mark Twain who said, "The rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. That seems appropriate today." The few years I spent with Gwen were just one stop along the very long and complicated journey that has been my life and career. The last time we spoke was when I signed the divorce papers. She asked me never to contact her or the kids again. I've always respected those wishes. They never reached out to me either, even as adults, so I have to assume they had some idea of why she hated me so much and the sacrifices she made on my behalf. I wish them well and am sorry for their loss, but we've all been strangers for 40 years, so I can confidently say they wouldn't have wanted me to be there. In fact, I'm confident my presence would have ruined it.
Interesting.
Okay, well, it's kind of doesn't tell us a whole lot, does it?
Not really.
I mean,
Last time we spoke was when I signed the divorce papers, which would have been, yeah, 58.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hard to say.
So, like,
right?
I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like somebody would be like, well, she was never pregnant.
Yeah, right.
You know? Or,
like, there's a lot of very chaotic assumptions that we have to make in order for, you know, her to not be the mother. And there's not really anything that we've found so far that points to that. Like, we have a lot of
half of the evidence.
Yeah,
apparently.
So like,
I don't know how there's that much stuff still. It's wild.
We're missing something big.
I'm missing the snort of something big.
It was worth a shot.
Okay, Paris isn't real.
Paris doesn't exist. Still lives in Paris. So, Tristan Robert. I feel like we searched up Tristan Robert as well.
Yeah, he knocked out one of Gus's teeth, right?
Guy's teeth, yeah.
Or guy, whatever.
Yeah. Mention of Pokemon sidetracks the questions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, he seemed to treat women like collectible pocket monsters.
He seemed to want to go out to catch Pokemon creatures.
It's an uncircumcised porridge?
I don't think I ever said that.
No, apparently you did. So, okay. Oh, we're looking at the archived. So, hold on. Let's see. What am I cooking here? Right, yeah. So, somewhere here we have... yeah, here we are. So, let's see. Somewhere in here is to do with the Paris thing. Complicated. Did we ever look up changed man? I feel like we...
Let's do it.
Sally Sanchez, changed man.
I feel like we have.
Yeah. Might have spelled that wrong.
No.
And what's changed man?
Maybe she's got another surname out there.
Maybe. Maybe. Stuff that made him interesting. Let's see, flavors, Roottrees Brazil. Where was it? There was something in here about... There was something here about a guy losing a tooth in some event in Paris.
I think that was us looking up the CEO of Roottrees France.
Oh, was that?
Or I think we got confirmation. No, I think there was somewhere else where we saw that.
Yeah. Hold that thought. Punched him in the face, refused to attend another meeting with this man. So, yeah, there's... His tooth came up twice. Yeah, yeah. So... it was Portrait of a Changeling.
Ah, that's why. Okay.
There wasn't anything interesting in that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Looked up Huntington's disease. That's actually a point. We hadn't done that.
Yeah, we haven't. I'd be surprised if that was... Okay. Huntington's is a neurodegenerative disease that most recognizably causes memory issues and uncontrollable movements in the limbs. After symptom onset, somewhere between the age of 30 and 50, those affected by Huntington's typically live another 15 to 18 years as their symptoms worsen. There is no cure. Though we're getting close. Huntington's is passed genetically from parent to child. The gene that causes Huntington's works in such a way that if a parent has the disease, there's a 50-50 chance their child will get it. That's the link. I understand. Because if either of the Ronnie or Robbie are showing signs of Huntington's.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Huntington's cannot be passed on recessively, meaning it cannot skip a generation. In other words, if someone has a mother or father with Huntington's, but they themselves did not receive it from a parent, their children and grandchildren and so on will also never have it. Until the early 1990s, it was impossible to test for Huntington's. Instead, symptoms would usually appear later in life. This would often be after the person affected already had children. It would then be impossible to know if their children had it, as it was a 50-50 chance. In 93, due to determining which gene causes Huntington's, it did become possible to test children for it and know if the disease is passed on or not. For a variety of complex reasons, however, children are considered unable to consent to such a test and are therefore very rarely tested unless they're showing early symptoms.
Okay. Onset. Age 30 to 50.
They should be, if they were born in the 50s, they should be in their 40s, early 40s now.
So they are in that bracket.
Yeah.
And there was some weirdness with the announcement of everything, which memory issues, uncontrollable movements in the limbs. So let's see. We had on Roottree. Yeah, announces presence of Roottree during the Roottree Rift. Next press release immediately reversed the announcement. States that Ron and Clark would take over. So Roottree Rift. Yeah, so Ron seemed way too eager and personally motivated. Where you gut the Cleanshead Trust to remove Robbie.
Is there anything else we can find about Robbie?
Yeah, let's see what we can find.
It's probably in one and not the other.
Yeah. Oh, here. Oh, wow. Okay, we got something new.
Did we really just not search this dude? Robbie Roottrees was released from French prison after serving a few years for assault. His embezzlement and arrest were partially featured in 6 pieces, as Robbie's participation in the Cleanshead Trust was a key piece of evidence in Sam's favor, and has since become much more publicly infamous. He has not yet returned to the U.S., but when journalists reached out to him recently after the death of his mother, he had issued a blanket statement a few days ago. The death of my mother was hard on our family. My brother and I, after spending time together caring for her in mourning, have finally made amends. Highly transformed in a few weeks. And recovery from my addiction, and a major aspect of that process is that I wish to stay private. I still feel you're right that, like, everybody would know.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't fucking pregnant. Or, I mean, I guess maybe there's a stillbirth or something, and she adopted a kid. But
that's what I'm wondering, because, like, if it's making a lot of wild assumptions, because it's like are these two, is Leslie Florence a good friend of Gwyn Rootree?
Right.
Actually, I don't think we've looked her up in Starlet or in the magazines.
It's a wild jump, but also, why would that information be in this game otherwise?
Yeah.
I guess it could be a red herring, but it's at least worth looking into. What about Harrison Ford? Lane? Nathan
I
Ford?
think we searched him up and there wasn't anything.
Okay.
The kids. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. So...
Yeah, because they might have, like the thing said, they might be showing early symptoms and have been actually tested.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
I forgot one of them had kids.
I forget where we got to that from. That was... Let's look at our archived evidence.
Yeah, it was some kind of like Christmas card thing.
Jack watching one of his mother's charity sets, the Laugh Lounge. Okay. So maybe we can...
Oh,
okay.
Boy.
Something
Comedian Penelope Tessa Green was part of a recent fundraiser at the Reno Comedy Club, the Laugh Lounge, about a month ago. The fundraiser was called The Best Medicine, was to help find a cure for Huntington's disease. According to the website, she released a statement. Up until recently, I didn't know anything about Huntington's. In the last few months, I've gone from knowing fucking nothing about it to learning more than any one fucking person should ever have to. Until less than a decade ago, it was impossible to predict if someone was susceptible to Huntington's had the disease, but due to advances in medicine, tests have been developed. Hopefully, this increased awareness is the first step in finding a cure. Please join me for a night of comedy for a good cause. God.
Oh boy. Okay. Right.
I'm trying to have kids. One who's going to be... Yeah, the one who was going to be president, the one who had kids.
Yeah.
Well...
So, that kind of points towards bad news bears for Ron Roottree, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And also... Okay, so... Here's the sitch. Ron Root... What?
Yeah.
So, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Say your piece.
Okay, so Ron Roottree, in the wake of the Rootree Rift and, trying to take over as president, realizes that he has some problems. Ron Roottree reconciles with Robert, realizing that he only has a limited time left. Ron Roottree, I don't know, maybe Ron Roottree is the child of the other actress, and Robert Roottree is the child of
Yep,
of Gwyn.
I'm trying to remember if there's any info we had about Gwyn's first pregnancy. Because if we go back to look at Wild Bill, he was kind of all over the place, right? Might not have been around for the first pregnancy.
Yeah, that's true. Wild Bill Williams.
Okay. Lady Madison, non-notable movies in the 50s. Known for his good looks. Married 4 different times.
Adventure movie called Fortune Favors the Grave. Yeah, so that's still this, so...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no idea who that is. So, yeah, there's things that line up there, right?
Yeah.
Like, Ron Roottree, it's... It's feasible, right?
It's very feasible.
And
That's it. Ron is not, but Robert is a Roottrie.
Maybe, with her mom dying, there was some deathbed confession about, hey, actually, this is what happened.
Yeah, possibly. I think let's mark those.
Yeah, I think... If he has Huntington's, there's not really any indication of that previously in the family.
Right, Gwen, like it said, Gwen would have had to have had it.
Yeah, exactly. So I think
or Walter, I guess, but it also said he was in perfect health.
Yeah. So I think that's that, right?
I think so.
I
would like to find those other bits of info, but I don't think we need them. I think I think it's not certain, but there's so much that's piled together here in our favor that's probably what's going on.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Do we have a list of the movies that? Oh wait, Gwen divorced Wild Bill just before she had her second. Not even I can blame her for that. I've seen what he gets up to in Starlet, but neither of us ever took a second option. Okay. Do we have a list of her movies, what she might have been up to? I don't know how far apart those two kids are.
They were like back to back to back, like
were they?
Yeah, because when she was talking about her divorce with Wild Bill, yeah, here we are, Gwen Roottrees. Divorce in 58 from Wild Bill Williams, an interview from earlier in mid-57, where she's talking about, I have a child on the way, we're sticking with Roottrees for the last name. And to lean into alliteration. I haven't even done this, but did y'all look up the Guys Like Us remake? I'm curious if that's anything. I don't think that we had.
I don't think we had. It did say that they were thinking about it, not that they necessarily made one.
Like, I don't know where we would even begin to look that up, because...
Silver Screen?
Well, Silver Screen's a defunct magazine.
Oh, okay.
But, like, check Silver Screen for... Focused on the business of old Hollywood. I guess it could show up elsewhere. Business Watch.
I'm curious if we can get a movie that she was in mid-57. So something to line up with the fact that she was never visibly, with child.
That's a good ass point, actually. Hang on. So when was Guys Like Us? Guys Like Us, a 53 comedy film. So that would not be.
Yeah,
doesn't line up with it. Because it's 57 that they divorced. So yeah.
What's the Starlet article about Gwen say? Does it give more of a...
Oh, shit, okay.
Oh. Guys Like Us remake has been discussed a few times on a website about upcoming films called Movie News. The logo is a cow and a film canister. Rumored cast is Cameron Diaz, and the role originated by Gwen, Linda Fiorentino, and Chris O'Donnell. According to leaked news, the remake has been put on indefinite hiatus to its director, who's, oh my god, speculated to be Ron Roottrees dropping out in the wake of a serious medical issue.
Hey. I recognize Cameron Diaz as a name, but I don't recognize the rest of these names, so I'm sure they're actually real actors. Okay, so that presumably, Guys Like Us remake. Yep, further stuff there. Oh my god. Okay. Jesus. Okay. I feel like we figured out oh yeah, Walter Forsythe. Let's just search Walter Forsythe again. Okay, that's just taking us right back there. Cameron Diaz was a love interest in Mask of Jim Carrey. Okay. I like that you're playing to movies that I've actually been likely to have seen, but it's been a while since I saw Damask.
Us.
Steel.
Can we
Retired from Hollywood almost immediately after a co-starring role. So, Okay, yeah, so, like, the timeline kind of lines up, doesn't it? If she retires from acting after Guys Like Us, a, 57 film?
53.
53 film, then 57, they're talking about kids. Like,
I don't really have a motive for why she would adopt this person's kid.
yeah. It's hard.
Because she had, like, 10-ish more years.
Yeah. Like, I think our hypothesis is right here.
Yeah.
I would like to track down the last couple bits of
Can
evidence.
we look at her Starlet page again?
Come to me through fire and war. I welcome you.
Everything is confusing. Yup,
It
it
sure
sure
is.
is. Thank you for the follow. So Starlet page for Gwyn Roottrees.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just...
Yeah, 57 was first kid, 58 was second kid.
Yeah, I'm mostly looking for, like, filmography.
There just isn't one.
Yeah.
Maybe in Silver Screen. Yeah, cast listings, adverts from Gwyn's older movies and issues of Silver Screen, but none of it seems relevant. We might... I feel like I did try this, but... let's see, where's the other person from that? Where is it? Leslie Florence. So... Nothing in Starlet either that I'm aware of. Ooh, hey, okay.
Ooh. Teen Blast did a very short piece about Brother Trouble star TMS's recent stint in rehab, did their best to stay relatively light in tone from the audience of teens. TMS has gone through his fair share of hardships in the past year. We're all still reeling from the death of the Roottrees sisters, and he was closer to them than any of us. After his battle with addiction over the past few years, it led to a scary near-death experience. He vowed to make a change. He told us he's focusing on himself, his family, and his friends. Last year I lost my wife, and only a few months ago I found someone close to me has a pretty serious disease. He asked me not to talk about it, but over the next 5 or 10 years it'll likely get worse. I remember reading it. All of the darkness has really put my own life into perspective. Almost threw it away. It turns the most important thing I could do is stop trying to fix my problems by pretending they didn't exist. Make sure your readers are taking care of themselves as well. That sounds familiar to me.
Yeah, it does. Woof. You scorched our juice!
My juice
Our
is empty.
juice. Astoundingly, that's not actually an additional clue for these guys.
Huh.
What was it? RR Productions or something like that?
Yeah.
Did you know each room in the manor has a letter assigned to us? Ega Rudy Crunk. Oh, no projects listed in developments other than Guys Like Us remake. Okay, fair enough. So... I would like to know more about Leslie Florence. It's just very little. I feel like there's probably a periodical out there that we're still missing somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Jax had the meat pumpkin madness on Halloween. Look, I was reading out a spell for meat. It was a spell to make any snack into meat. Like, I had a granola bar, I think, and I was trying to turn it into meat, and
Oh yeah, I remember that.
and it worked.
Good times. It definitely totally worked.
Definitely, totally, absolutely worked. Okay, how many root trees have we got left? 6 possible root trees left to identify. What about these
not
two?
a lot of them are I'm super confident in our current answers for, but
Well, here's 5Ps again.
We got one more bit of evidence for him.
Yeah.
We're at 9.
Brittany Mae Watts. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. So this was to do with Anonomon.
I will say, I feel pretty confident that he's not a root tree, just narratively.
Yeah,
You know,
narratively it feels
but
like he might not be.
We're not doing it based on vibes like that, I don't think.
No. So... she kind of lines up as well, but her parents were also pretty wealthy. Like, the whole thing with the IVF company is a cover.
It's possible.
Yeah.
But we don't have any evidence of hush money, and really that's what we're going on for guys' affairs, I feel like.
Yeah. There's not good evidence of hush money here either.
No.
There's not good evidence of hush money here.
Right.
But there's pretty decent evidence of hush money here.
Yep.
There's pretty decent evidence of hush money here.
Yeah.
And there's very good evidence of hush money here.
Yeah.
These two, it's hard to prove, I think.
Yeah, there's just not that much. I mean, I get the vibe from Miracle that he definitely would have.
Yeah.
But you know.
They usually find out who a root tree is. If their name is Deborah, then they're a root tree. Oh shit. Well, case closed. The root trees are Deb. Okay, I see what you're getting at.
Maybe we look up Miracle Jr. because these would be his brothers. His half brothers, right?
That's a good point.
So maybe there's something there we can dig into.
No. Much there. Maybe we. Oh, that was a long shot. Yeah. 3 generations of miracles. I feel like we've seen this, but
Yeah.
maybe we'll see something new.
True. Seems Miracle Senior is going on a new tour. Previous flyer for 3 generations of miracles has been replaced. Be part of history. Oldest living Roottrees reprises, retells his incredible true story. Grew up as a 5-piece. Lived in wealth and luxury. Fortune was nothing compared to the powerful force of the Almighty.
He's lived a long and fruitful life. He, however, is now in his 70s and his age is beginning to make life on the road more difficult. Consider this your last chance to see him in a town near you before he settles back down in Pennsylvania. Reminisce about his famous history. He'll discuss his family's saints and sinners to provide a unique perspective on one of the most notable families in the United States today. Learn what originally drove him away from his fortune into the arms of religion, and learn how his life has become more wealthy in spirit than ever could have been from his inheritance. Site also lists the churches he'll be appearing in and mentions that tickets can be purchased in their local services. Noticeably absent are any mentions about Miracle's news appearances. Okay. Well, we know that Miracle appeared in news time, so that's not super news. Yeah, appeared on the cover of News Time. Where we might find more evidence on. I keep wanting to call her Ruby Spears, but that's not her name. On the lawyer.
Yeah, Ruby Sapphire.
Ruby and Sapphire. I feel pretty good about all this. Like,
Yeah,
this
me
seems
too.
correct. Let's dig a little bit deeper into David Fellows. So, let's see. was covered at some point, I know that much. Root of all evil, yeah. Infamous celebrity lawyer Stevie Whitlock. Yeah. That was the sandwich lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. Misspelled Dirty Davy. Did you win yet? No, we're trying so hard.
We're trying.
I don't think that. I don't think this would have shown up in Modern Music
Did
Monthly.
we look up White Men Can't? Oh.
Yeah, we did. That's a yes, honey. We did.
Sorry,
I can
was
look
thinking about
it
some
up
other
for you
shit.
if you like. Getting my nothing. Yeah, we're up a little bit higher than we normally are.
Oh, at least it's not petting our junk anymore.
That's true. One of these days I am going to finish setting up the head pads so that they are tied to where our heads are. But this is not today.
Heat? Look up heat?
The fucking
The
thing would have
SEO
just
on that's pretty terrible, I know.
Yeah.
But
computer would have just said, "Heat is when it's not cold." Happy to help. Search. Oh shit!
apparently not.
Oh my god, we got an MP3.
Jesus. This track is the only new song in the album. The subject matter of the song is hypocrisy of those that claim money is evil. It points out that the only people who think money is evil are those that have it, those that can afford not to be greedy. In the song, 5Ps triumphantly talks about taking the Roottrees' wealth due to it being his birthright and giving it to those who need it most. You find a copy of the song on a suspicious-looking website and download it for your records.
Fuck yeah, I want to play a
Okay.
suspicious-looking MP3.
Yay.
Attention, Roottrees. This is 5Ps coming at you from the real world. You know, the place you ain't ever lived in.
You say money is the root of all your problems.
So this guy is just Eminem.
Y'all the hypocrites,
Yeah.
sitting back in your massive estates, built from the cash that your ancestors gave you, acting like you somehow deserve it, based on your family's creations. Yo, but look at here, sonny, don't you come for our money, or you might burn bright in hellfire someday, like that Madsen chick and her two dads. My pappy's classic trust should keep you away. Yo, it's disturbing, catching a sermon from a geezer who's never known hurt, but blurts out these claims that somehow we're sinners cause we didn't earn it, when all of your worth it came free with your name. You expect me to treat your lectures on greed as some expert creed from he without blame. How about instead I turn my other cheeks and spread them? When you give me a kiss, you'll know just where to aim.
You say money
Production is very good on this,
all
yeah.
your problems. Let me take those problems away.
Whoever calls dollars the root of all evil, just trying to make small pursuits of real people. You silver spoon feeds you the world's purest purest treacle, while real world folks burning spoons for the needle. So once more with passion, tell this poor tragic orphan how your mansions and Porsches are actually horrible. How I'm better off penniless, grasping for morsels. How wanting my share, that's actually extortion. With your candy ass name, synonymous with sweets. Oh, you wanna call me classless? I'm gangster from Portland, but I play that game. I came up on the streets, the only streets you reppin' are Park Place and Boardwalk. Hypocrisy, monopoly is toppling. When I knock, have G's, top off my pockets, please. Cause the same God that got to steal my mom from me is what he wants, right? For you to live in poverty. And if you're suddenly not eager to unhand that fortune, that's unfortunate. I guess I'm gonna have to take my portion, and I'll do it all legally. Class action, courtrooms, decorum. I'm way past your fancy ass dormant.
You say money is the root of all your problems. Let me take those problems away.
Bring the choir in.
You say money is the root of all your problems. Let me take those problems away. You say money is the root of all your problems.
So, is there anything we can pull from
Take
this?
those problems away.
Whoever calls dollars the root of all evil, just trying to make small pursuits of real people. You silver spoon feeds you the world's purest treacle, while real world folks burning spoons for the needle. Whoever calls dollars the root of all evil, just trying to make small pursuits of real people. You silver spoon feeds you the world's purest treacle, while real world folks burning spoons for the needle. Whoever calls dollars.
There's nothing that jumped out at me.
Not really. Fire wordplay on display from 5Ps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say he's from Portland. Yeah. Oh, hey, Val. So, interesting, exciting. Quite liked it.
Based a little bit.
Maybe he just deserves to be a blood relative Roottrees.
Yeah. Oh. We'll mark him as that so he can get his cut, because
Yeah.
fuck it.
So close with this, like. There's something there that we're missing. God knows what it is. Well. Huh. Hang on. So. Let's see. Did we ever check? Garland. Search. Periodicals. Chef signature. Steve Garland. Really? Maybe there was something on. Well, hang on. Let's double check what that periodical actually is. Chef signature. Restaurants and kitchens across America. So it might not have covered that. It might have covered Antonelli's, but I think it covered the dessert thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Grody desserts.
Antonelli's Attic. Is there anything?
Yeah. No.
We might see something. What was the book? Did the book show up? No, it didn't.
Yeah.
Oh wait, here we are. Looking for the groovy.
Oh, I don't think we looked at it.
Yeah, Mark Zimmer. Let's see if he shows up in Chef's signature. No.
There's something about Kitchen Times TV show?
Oh shit, what was there? Yeah. Parts.
Local. Oh, promoting his book Kitchen Tales on television.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Well, there is another lawsuit there.
True.
I wonder if we can dig out a name from that.
Like, would we see...
Kitchen Tales?
Oh shit, okay.
Kitchen Tales was a story-based recipe book credited to Mark Zimmer that had some success after it was featured on a morning talk show. The book released before the internet was widespread, so mentions are rare. One book collector states that the publishers were unprepared for the demand and that there was no second printing, so it's unusual to find a copy in the wild. You find an alternative medicine website which focuses on cooking with natural ingredients. It mentions that one of Kitchen Tales' recipes used salt water. The owner of this don't do that. The owner of the site has included a scan of that recipe, which was added to your evidence. She says if you switch out the salt water in the recipe for a mix of 2/3 spring water and 1/3 filtered seawater, it tastes great.
I mean, cooking with salt water is just like you salt your spaghetti water.
Yeah, I don't think you get it up to ocean salinity when you're making spaghetti.
No.
I don't. If you are, I think maybe you're. If you have to, like, chisel the salt out of your pot when you're done cooking with it, I think you're using a little bit too much.
Okay. Okay, so this is going to be a tale about, the...
Bread.
Yes, honey, it's going to be a tale about bread and not about Christine Farrow and Stephen Garland, honey. Okay, for years, two bakers, Flora and Yates, flirted. And... Flora and Yates.
Flora.
They grew their friendship, compared recipes, and combined knowledge. She loved his salt and pepper beard. He adored her rosemary cheeks. They thought sweetly about one another, but he was one day whisked away, conscripted to bake the army's bread. By the oil of the lamp, Flora's tears began to salt her bread. The recipe asks the reader to combine flour, yeast, sugar, olive oil, and rosemary, combine the salt and water together, and add to the mixture and whisk until the dough begins to form. It was 10 to 12 years later that they met again, seemingly by fate. Flora's unique dough had earned her a position as the king's personal baker. Yates had found success as well. He baked for the kingdom's 45 diplomats. One day, they returned from the Dutch Isles with a gift, 450 unbaked loaves, and were sent to the palace bakery to teach a method that required no kneading. Allow the dough to brew for 10 to 12 hours, then spread it out and let it sit over 45 minutes on a floured baking sheet with no kneading. Next, prepare a Dutch oven preheated to 450 degrees. Upon seeing Yates, Flower was both delighted and distraught. She felt as if she was torn in two. She had not been made aware of the gift and had already prepared buns for the palace ovens. Okay, so... if we're to assume that this is a story told by Stephen Garland, because like this was storytelling that he used in his cooking classes. Buns in the palace ovens, that's pretty...
Her kids.
Her kids, yeah. Okay. She wished to greet Yates warmly, but was struck by fears that he'd be unable to bake with her, that she'd face retribution for being unprepared. She cried to Yates, adding more salt to her dough. Cut the dough into 2 equal pieces, lightly sprinkled salt across the top of only one of them. Yates eased her pain. He insisted she had no obligation to prepare for a return she thought impossible. But he shared her fear of retribution. He knew if they did not solve her predicament, they'd miss their final chance to bake together. In the end, instead of wallowing in the present, they worked together to shape the future. They twisted and entwined their doughs and baked them as one. Thus was born the plated loaf. Word quickly spread of this new delight. The king's decree on the royal parchment was that it would be considered a delicacy. Roll and twist the pieces to entwine them, then take the twist and wrap around the inside of the Dutch oven. Top parchment from out. Oh man, I was reading that. So... oh, man, it's all... shit. Twined their doughs, baked them as one. Thus was born the plated loaf. Word quickly spread of this new delight. The king's decree on royal parchment was that it would be considered a delicacy. Roll and twist the pieces to entwine them, take the twist and wrap around the inside of the Dutch oven to top parchment from outside inward to make a spiral. Thus the Powerpuff Girls were born. Bankrolled by the king, Flower and Yates spent their days baking together. They travelled for 45 years and settled down for 15 more. Their souls were golden with no regrets. Lastly, bake for 45 minutes, remove lid and observe until crust is golden brown, which could take up to 15 minutes. Okay.
So if I interpret that right...
they're Roottrees as hell.
They're Roottrees as hell.
Because, like, I think that there was something as well about these two trying to set up a restaurant, and it didn't pan out.
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, these two are Roottrees as fuck. Right?
Yeah. So they kind of split. She had the affair. They got back together. She felt bad because she'd gotten knocked up. He said, "Let's raise them as our own."
Yep.
And then the bankroll, I think, is the real Smarkingorn.
Yeah, exactly. Still lost about what qualifies someone as a Roottree is a literal blood relative of the original founder. Yeah, pretty much. So it's, if you can trace back to Elias Roottree, then you're qualified as a blood relative in all caps.
In all caps.
For some reason.
Yup.
So that's why Ron Roottree here, who we are on fairly decent evidence, I would say, supposing was adopted.
Yeah, we have everything but the lab results that say he's got Huntington's, which would mean he's not part of this family.
Yeah. Now, Rob Roottree here could also be adopted, potentially, but the simpler theory is that, Gwen...
She, I feel like, was seen as being with child.
Yeah.
So I think Robert's pretty safely a Roottree.
Yeah. So, we have 4 possible Roottrees left to find, so... 5Ps still is tricky. I wonder... So, yeah, Ruby Spratt graduated top of her class from Mid-Eastern College. Yeah. Controversial, quite serious, with a heavy focus on wealth inequality. Predominantly middle to upper class audience in attendance. So, there's something there. There's something there. What's interesting is that there's no money, it would seem, changing hands. Unless, I don't think
she was pretty destitute, right?
Yeah.
She wound up having to work at like a Blockbuster Video or something.
Something like that, yeah.
And
where's that? There it is. So, yeah, DNA test proved he was related to Guy Hudson. Joanna was Zach Morton's secretary when he retired. Guy Hudson's secretary for 1 or 2 weeks after that, before she quit. First few weeks that he was president. Parents divorced when he was 4 after his father learned of the affair. Felix and his mother then moved to Portland because she was afraid for her and her son's life. What?
5P says his mother Joanna was Zach Morton's secretary when he retired. Guy Hudson's secretary for only 1 or 2 weeks. His parents divorced when he was already 4 after the affair? Doesn't that mean the affair happened after he was already born? Or am I an idiot? Do you see what I'm saying?
No. His parents divorced when he was 4 after his father learned of the affair. So,
Yeah, okay, I am stupid.
I didn't want to say it because you've been telling me that I've been mean this whole time for pointing out inconsistencies in your... Anyway.
In my description of shopkeeps.
Yeah.
Largely.
A car salesman is not a shopkeep.
I don't know, I think...
He grew up with her until he was 16, but one day his mother never came home from the movie rental store where she worked the register. Found her dead from an overdose in her car. She'd stolen all of the cash from her drawer and spent it on heroin.
There's no money. There's also no black hair on this side of the family. The only relatives with black hair are from Sam, right? Because Joanne was kind of a brunette and Guy was a redhead.
Yeah, Sam's got black hair.
Sam's the one with black hair.
Yeah, they're all kind of blondies, varying shades of blonde hair.
And like Guy, yeah.
Like, unless he dyes his hair, but
Maybe. I feel like I feel like he's not, based on the fact that there's no money.
yeah, it feels.
Can we find anything about the dad? You know, I don't know that we looked too much into the dad because we forgot his name for a while.
That's true.
So maybe we can find something about Riley Fellows.
Let's just make sure that's the right spelling there. The Fellows. But he would have been in the local area, so maybe we'll find something in Butter Country Times. Or maybe not. Don't really know anything about him.
No.
Like, this is. He was in Portland, right?
Yeah.
Grew up with her until he was 16. One day, mother never airbrush she always used. Some photos, stuffed animal from her childhood. Love letters and photos related to Guy Hudson. Letter from his father containing threats. The only one where they were addressed, the only one not from the affair itself. See, that doesn't stack up with Guy's MO either. And also, like, the timeline's weird, because Guy Hudson's secretary for 1 or 2 weeks after that before she quit. And, like, Guy kept the secretaries on payroll for a long damn time.
Yeah. In fact, I think she was hired on during Zach Morton's. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, she was Zach's secretary when he retired. So let's go back to the.
She wasn't onboarded because he thought she was hot, basically.
Yeah. So somewhere in here, Joanna Robertson. Yeah. So this is during 75, and then 76 and 77. Joanna Fellows. So in 76 she gets married. 77 she leaves Roottree, which is
the last year that Zach was around.
Guy will be taking over at the start of 78.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It doesn't track.
It absolutely doesn't track.
Yeah.
Love how you have a poster in your place that indicates you have big artistic about genealogy. Yep. Something else in this document you all haven't looked a lot at either. Oh no. The company records, or... Oh,
maybe Elizabeth Knox.
Oh yeah.
Or Bethany, I suppose.
Seemed super likely. Yeah, okay.
Right, Bethany?
Yeah, nothing. just doesn't add up. I don't think he is. So what's in the company records that we're missing? Is Patrick Decker anybody? Oh, shit.
Apparently.
Fuck me.
An attorney. Listed on site that claims to detail the best lawyers in every state. From looking at the lack of credentials and the About Us page, you suspect lawyers on the list all paid to be there. Biography mentions his education. He comes from a prestigious line of law experts, including his father, who was the head lawyer for the Roottrees Candy Company in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, that's Patrick Decker Jr., so that's, Patrick Decker, office stuff. So, is that anything? Maybe he'll
periodicals.
Show up if we just randomly fucking search this, that's...
Patrick and his son Patrick both appeared to be advertised Butler many times as lawyers. Mention that Patrick Decker took over as head lawyer for the Roottrees Candy Company. There's no relevant details that add significant insight. Okay, but what about the Law magazine? Crime Time.
Crime
Time magazine.
There's gotta be something. Right?
I guess let's start looking names that we've ignored here.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So, Edward Roottree, Lloyd Carpenter. Did this start a chain? Y'all looking up every single name?
Yes.
Maybe?
Yes, it did.
I know that the evidence says something like spider searching people just because they're listed in these books will be very time consuming and a waste of your time.
However,
but
we randomly got one that did have some shit.
Immediately rewarded.
You know what might be a better use of our time is look to see if that filled in anything for any of the smoking guns.
I can't think what it would.
No, but if it did, then it's important.
It's a fair point. Nothing here, certainly. Guy have any particular lawyers? That's the thing, yeah. So what Roottrees have we got left? We've got
the Clementines. We need to look more into Frank Williams because I think we just sort of put that down, and then we've got is it Lucy or Linda?
3 possible Roottrees. We've got these 2 and
Lucy Min Lang.
Should I point you into a more specific direction, or are you all good?
Let's look at this as a whole.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like,
no major expenses the first year.
Um, 66 and 67.
Patrick Decker. Oh, that's the guy that we looked up. Right?
Yeah, that was the guy that we randomly looked up and found the one fucking thing.
John Miller was fired. That's fucked up.
I took over, so Ed Roottree. I mean, Edward Roottree was a lawyer, right? When was lawyer Roottree? Clancy Edward.
Yeah, they both were. Clancy Edward and Edward Roottree to the right.
Okay, yeah.
Raffertunes. What was Raffertunes? That was
Scrumbo's Clark's.
Right. His flower band.
Yeah. Albert Cross and Fred Cross.
see. Office refurbishment, a lot.
Never saw the full cork board. That's so much information to keep track of. I know.
Yeah, it sure is.
Oh.
Tell us about it. Okay, what's next year?
Story breaking my brain. I need a break. We are champing at the bit to get into more vintage story. There's been a huge update.
Yeah,
that's
there's
been announced.
some good
It's very
stuff.
exciting.
It's in like pre-release now.
Yeah,
but
I think I misread some of the notes on it. I thought the rivers were done, but it seems like they're kind of in a very much in development. There's
Yeah.
like rivulets now, which are kind of exciting still, but like I am looking forward to vanilla rivers.
yeah,
The fishing poles are cool though.
That's
The
gonna be
fishing
fun.
changes are really cool.
there's some good stuff.
A lot of nice stuff.
Terry O'Connor. Well, we are just searching the names again, but
Yeah. Like,
okay. So Edward Morrison stayed for a year.
yeah. Pre-release goes well, they might be the full update. I thought that there wasn't, like... I thought that rivers were still a full work in progress. I thought there wasn't enough of them to put into the pre-release yet.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe I need to reread that.
Yeah.
What's a strawberry? What's butterscotch?
Pie flavor.
What the fuck's caviar? What's New Year's Eve?
Wait, there wasn't a 4th of July in 1980.
Oh, they said something in the Discord about adding rivulets so they don't break everything. Okay, that's exciting still.
Oh.
Randorf Dove again, and then...
Okay, first few months. Okay.
Carl Roottree joins as special management. Susan Ford goes. Douglas Rosenberg was rehired. So who's Douglas Rosenberg?
Nobody.
Interesting.
Angela Linda
I feel like we looked up work time temp.
Yeah.
No connection between work time temp and anyone related to your search. It's Fred Gleason. But again, there's no reason for the Gleason.
Yeah. I don't see that there's anything that we haven't really ducked into.
Yeah,
other than
I
a
don't-
couple more random names, which it tells us not to bother.
Yeah, I'm interested, Ty. If you can give us like a little hint at about what you're talking about in there, I'm interested because like I'm puzzled as to what it could be.
I feel like going through this again, I feel like I would be confident that there's nothing else to look at here. So if there is still something, then
You haven't thought a lot about Guy's new flavors. Huh. I had
Fuck
wondered.
off.
I had wondered.
Okay.
Like when we were looking
Yeah.
through this, I was thinking about what if they're the names.
You're right. He
but, like-
wanted to be like Elias.
Oh shit! You're right.
So he named him after his fucking kids. You're fucking right. So what do we have? We got.
So we have. Okay. So.
Oh, but they're after his fucking flings. That's disgusting. So we have the X for
Oh my god! You're right. Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Sick bitch.
Right. So let's pull up our guys'
Oh my God.
infidelities, and let's start noting down our letters. Okay. So first off, caviar.
For
Butterscotch.
for Okay, and these are going to get added to as he has more and more.
Strawberry.
So we just got an S in 1980.
Actually, yeah, we should probably cross-reference this. So 87 caviar,
78 caviar.
Sorry, 78 caviar, 79 butterscotch. Okay, yeah, let's see. Oh, but I want to edit that just a little bit.
French? Oh.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna do it acoustically.
Yeah.
Okay. And then sugar plum.
Sugar plum.
That was 82. Yep. Okay. Right. So, wow, he had his own 5 pieces, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if we're assuming they're after his flings, then
Joanna wasn't one.
yep.
Christine Caviar.
Yep, Christine Caviar.
Beatrice Butterscotch. God damn it. You sick freak.
I'm gonna be like the worst guy in the Roottrees says guy who'll grow up to be even worse. Okay, and then we have strawberry and sequoia. So I'm not quite sure. I'm never quite sure if it's proper to write, because like I guess it must be last name, first name would be proper in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then Sonia.
Strawberry and Susie Sugar Plum. We'll bring this man back to life just to kill him again. Granted, that's really just...
It's fairly circumstantial as well, but like that's 5 fucking coincidences.
I think it's more than circumstantial. I feel like that really tracks with his character.
Yeah.
It is just reinforcing what we already knew.
It's interesting as well, though, then, that there were a couple of other affairs that he had that didn't produce kids. So, like, was he only naming flavors after the kids happened?
Yeah.
Maybe that was the case. In which case, I think that's an even sicker fuck. Huh?
Yeah.
And like also,
tallies.
like also, $10,000 a month to research a candy flavor. Like, I don't pretend to know anything about candy research, but
God, you're right. That's how he was.
Like, I feel like you might figure out, like, 5-piece flavor development, caviar, 10,000 per month, in 78, 79, in 80, 81. I feel like in 4 or 5 years you would have caviar flavored candy figured out pretty solidly.
Especially since it was in production in Brazil.
That's true, it was.
So,
like, it was in production in the 70s, I think.
That would be a way for him to launder his money.
Yeah.
thought my candy company is dying.
Released at the end of 78, so he was like, so I feel like, yeah, 5-piece flavor development caviar, released at the end of 78.
Yeah.
I feel like at that point
Ernie had to put a stop to it, so it was,
yeah,
it was rolling through. Yeah, it would have, research done, buddy. You got it.
Yeah,
it's manufactured.
No, we're trying to improve it and make it better.
Well, maybe take the caviar out.
No.
Well,
fuck you, asshole.
Good luck. Okay, well, that feels good.
Yep.
I feel really good about that.
Uh-huh.
Sick fuck.
I feel like it's impossible to prove.
I really would like that not to even be an option for us, but I don't see how we can prove that.
I don't think we can. Like, Sugar Plum's research budget is twice as much. Yeah, that's true. Especially also after the big donation to the Grandorf Dove.
Yeah. Oh, wait, did she have... Wait, hang on.
What?
Nope, never mind. I was going to say, did she have twice the kids so she gets twice the money? But no, Christine also had 2 kids.
Yeah. Well, with inflation.
Okay,
well,
can I
actually,
ask?
Hang on, these guys. So hang on, because maybe only one of these is a root tree. Because like, 3 years younger than James.
Shit, that's a good call.
But also,
shit, that's a good call because then my stupid joke actually makes sense.
Your stupid joke?
Well, because Sugar Plum's the one that got twice the funding.
Yeah.
And if she was the only one who had 2 kids with him, I think you're right.
Yeah.
That's a good ass call.
It's something in here. What is if she was torn in two? She'd already prepared buns for the palace ovens.
There's bun multiple, but I mean,
yeah.
It's metaphorical.
I guess also, like, they're 3 years apart, and Guy was not fucking around for that long. He had like less than that. He had like 3 years in the hot seat to spread his wild oats. And I think, let's just try and nail this down a little bit.
Yeah, let's please.
So Christine Farrow is hired in 76. And then 77, Zach is retiring, Guy will be taking over. We don't know if Christine Farrow is having an affair with Guy at that point exactly. We do have some information somewhere in if we look up Antonelli's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Valentine's Day 78, Christine Garland responds, she and her husband Steve, who's a chef at Antonelli's, met years ago when she delivered produce from her mother's farm. So they grew apart when the restaurant switched suppliers. They reconnected by chance and eloped at the end of last year. Now she has a bun in her oven. So I think that the timeline matches up for what was it? It was for James to be the Roottrees.
It sounds like he was born in 78.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's when she was pregnant with a kid.
Yeah.
So it would have been like, when was Christine let go?
Christine would have been let go, I think, not too long after that. Like, she's 76, and then 78, she's no longer working for Roottrees.
Yep, you're right. Because it would have been 1981, early 1982 that he would have to just find her again to knock her up once more. Yeah, you're right.
So I think that's the
right.
lineage there.
Yep.
Okay, that feels good.
Can I posit this?
Yeah.
I want to run it by you first. Can we ask chat And I guess by chat I mean hi. Is it possible to get yes or no confirmation on all of these?
Yeah.
Do we want to ask that? Don't answer right away, because I feel like that's gonna change things.
I feel like, I'd like to know if it's possible to 100% confirm Frank Williams. I feel like it's not. I feel like there's not.
I feel like it's not.
There's at least one that's not confirmed.
Okay, thank you.
That's good.
Thank you.
Because I'm starting.
I feel better about that.
Yeah,
because we got nothing.
This is difficult.
This is we've saved the toughest for last. I feel like.
Yeah. There's. So like this would be the eldest. So. Yeah, first visit from 49 was substantially more substantial. Bible's full of adoptions from Moses to Esther. It's hard to say. Like,
what?
I don't think it's possible to prove this.
What went on with her first adoption?
Let's see. So
Alleged.
Adopted 2 children in the 40s, Stuart and Mark. Popular in the years 42 to 59, travelled around the country performing at churches. Mix of religious and popular songs. Okay. Played religious hymns at the Miracle Congregation's church. She's mentioned 2 times, so the first visit from 49 was more substantial. Miracle Congregation welcomes Mary Beth Clementine with open arms. Article mentions the church's leader was moved when he heard Mary Beth's recording of one of his favourite hymns, His Eyes on the Sparrow, and reached out to her personally. His Eyes on the Sparrow holds a very special meaning to me. I had a very difficult upbringing, blah 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 blah. I felt a kinship with Mary Beth ever since I heard her voice. When I learned her personal story, I knew I had to help her in whatever way I could. The Bible is full of adoptions from Moses to Esther. Spending your life taking care of those helpless to help themselves is incredibly noble. She and her son are welcome to stay in our guest home. So...
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So does that suggest that she already had a child at the time?
Possibly.
We had 2 dates, two visits there. Is it 49 and 53? So if their birth dates line up.
Yeah, second was a few years later in 53, and
it sounds like he's talking in the past when he's talking about her and her kid. Right?
Yeah.
So it. Ooh,
Basket Baby of 1950. Oh, what did you see?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, 1950, a gospel singer found herself dealing with a real-life baby Moses situation, and then second visit in 53. Unusual circumstances of her second son's adoption have prevented her from touring recently, but doesn't clarify.
So those timelines don't add up because he wasn't around in 1950.
Her second kid?
Yeah. No, I mean Miracle. Because he visited her twice, right? Was that not what that other article was talking about? He visited her once in 49?
No, she came to the Miracle Church.
And what was the second visit about?
That was Mary Beth coming to play at the church.
In 53?
Yeah.
Which is 3 years after Basket Baby was born.
Yeah. So yeah, that doesn't really add up with the... but also, like 49 to 1950, that sort of adds up, right? Because if they visit, if she visited in 49, they hook up, then it's like, oh shit, Basket Baby. It's a miracle.
We were thinking maybe Basket Baby is a root tree and the other one is not?
I think maybe, yeah. It's hard to say. There's not a whole lot to go on.
I'd love to get this other clue.
Yeah. So let's dig into Sterling Edsel. Or Edsel Sterling, rather. I'd love to get last periodical. I feel like we're missing one periodical somehow.
It's going to be like Ancestry.com periodical, and it's going to have all this info laid out for us.
Well, we have a photo of that lot, so maybe we'll track back to where we got that. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Sam Madston. Stuart's the older boy wearing a vest. Woman is Mary Beth Clementine, a singer who may have had an affair with Miracle Roottree. Okay. We had this letter. Yeah. Regina Clementine, née Salazar from New Orleans, Louisiana, and her husband Stuart Clementine. She wrote me about a month ago. The Roottree lawyers went after her since then. Elmo?
Yes, we've been expecting you.
Oh, my God, Penny!
Whoa. Oh.
Hello!
Hi,
Welcome
everybody.
in. Hi!
Welcome, Penny. Welcome, Elmo.
Holy moly.
Welcome to the Sleuthin' Pit.
Oh, well, hi, Penny, and hi, Sophie, I think, because y'all were doing Half-Life 2,
Oh,
right?
that's right.
Elmo has no hands. That's so sad.
Oh, yep.
Come to me through fire and war.
Oh my goodness, well, this is, I think, the biggest raid we've ever seen.
I think so.
Hi,
Golly,
y'all.
hi.
Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Jax.
And I'm not.
It's my wonderful wife, Sleet. We are a girl
Come to me
stream
through
team.
fire and war.
I
welcome.
Plurality. Thank you for the follow. And Chugway, thank you for the follow. My phone is ringing.
Yeah, we're getting a phone call.
This is my medicine
Come to
being
me
delivered.
through
Sorry.
fire and war. I welcome you.
Thank you for the follow.
Hi there, I'll let you in 1 second.
Oh. Jax has a bizarre pharmacy that delivers.
Come to me
medicine
through
at 10
fire
o'clock at
and
night.
war. I welcome you.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Sorry.
I wanted
Perfect timing.
Wonderful, wonderful timing. Y'all raid in, and my pharmacy is like, hey, hey, it's
too.
Come to
time
me
for
through
your
fire and
estrogen.
war.
Oh my goodness,
welcome
that's so many follows. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, everybody. Oh my god.
Hope y'all are having a good stream. We are. The mid-roll ads just popped. No! Fuck! My life!
Come to me through fire and war.
Amazing.
I welcome
Sleet, look after a chat, please.
Okay.
Tell them about Girl Stream Team. I need to go and meet the delivery guy real quick.
Well, she's Jax and I'm not, and I'm her lovely wife Sleet, and we stream a whole variety of stuff. You might have seen us in Royal Royale. We do all kinds of stuff though. We've been doing a lot of puzzle games lately. We've been playing Blueprints a lot, and then we've moved on to the Roottrees Are Dead, which we're almost done with. So if that's a game that y'all are interested in playing, then spoilers ahead, I guess, for the end of the DLC.
Come to me through fire and war.
I can't see the name of anybody who's
welcome.
following from my side, but thank you everybody for following. That's wild. Wow, I'm so excited. Thank you. Hi everybody. She's coming back. She's here. She's here, and we're queer.
I have my yummy estrogen.
Yum.
There we go. Where was I at? Yeah, so sorry for having to get up and leave you all here. But
But
I'm
at
sure
least
it's-
it was mid-roll ads, so none of you even know what happened.
God damn. Oh, awesome quote. Also, 5 minutes and 100 people show up. It's so nice to have you all here. Thank you all for the raid. Penny, Sophie, if you all need to dash off, then that's all good. I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful stream. And, if anyone here somehow is not following Penny Snapcube, do it. Do it.
Do it.
Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. My pharmacy, I have to get the stuff delivered because they're one of the few places around here that does compounding. I need injectable estrogen. I don't need it. I prefer it. It's nice. I just have to do 1 jab a week instead of a pill every day. It's very nice. I like it that way. However, there's only one pharmacy around here that does it, and they're kind of far away, so going to pick stuff up is a little inconvenient, but they do have a delivery service. However...
They're all vampires and can't be seen in the daylight.
they always come round at like 10 p.m, and every single time I ask them to deliver something, it's always on a stream night. So
Yeah,
it's like...
it's amazing. This isn't even a typical stream night for us. We're doing a bonus because we thought we were going to beat this game yesterday and we didn't.
Chug, chug, chug. Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's gonna taste bad.
It will. I mean, it's like suspended in sesame oil, so it would taste like.
Ooh, we could fry some shrimp up in it. It'd be really yummy.
Most expensive fried shrimp known to man. Estrogen pilk wen. Oh my god. owning some chuds by serving them shrimp fried in estrogen sesame oil.
You told me estrogen fried this shrimp.
Walk left.
That's pretty good. I like the walk left.
Oh, why'd the walk leave? What's it doing?
Revelation.
Anyway, right. Welcome in, Raiders. I've said that a lot, but thank you all so much. We are, I think Sleep probably said this, but we are playing The Roottrees Are Dead. We're playing the DLC to it. So, much spoilers. Be careful if you want to play this game blind. If you don't, then hey, hang out. Drop us a follow if you like. We'd love to have you come back and check us totally out another time. We're going to get back to it. Okay.
So.
How am I supposed to fry rice
Come
at
to
the
me
walk
through
left?
fire and war.
V12, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So, where were we?
I'm starting to think. So we're looking into the dad.
Yeah.
Come to me through fire and war.
Oh my gosh!
I will.
Everybody, thank you.
Everybody
I can't
so
see any
nice.
of these names, but thank you. Her husband was a police officer. Never knew his father. Told her he thought he might be a Roottrie. This is. Oh, this isn't the mom of the kids.
Yeah.
I see.
He's estranged from the family. Didn't want to pursue it because he had no proof. She wrote to me behind his back.
Come to me through fire and war. I
Rex,
welcome.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
She wrote to me behind his back. Normally I wouldn't be so sure, but she had some pretty credible facts. Some of it I've been able to confirm. Stuart's mother was named Mary Beth Clementine. Okay, so this is like this is this root tree here.
Right.
Potential root tree.
Right.
Oh god.
There we go.
The Roottrees Are Dead is a game about researching things, and I am a disorganized mess. Okay. Tours to lots of churches, pretty big proponent of adoption. I know for a fact that she came to Butler County a few times. I remember her from when I was younger. Regina said said that Stuart told her they always seem to spend a lot of time at the Miracle Church. Sent me a photo to prove that she's who she says she is. I've attached it to this email.
We don't know Stuart's birth date. Because he was the older child.
Yeah.
And if Basket Boy, or whatever, was born in 1950,
Yeah.
after her first time showing up to the Miracles in 1949, there's no way that Stuart could be related to them.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
I feel like there's a catch there because it seems so obvious we should have been confused about it beforehand, right? When we were
Yeah.
filling this out before.
And I feel like beforehand we were just
We're more
looking
interested
at
in the fact that these were the children.
these are related. Yeah, we were filling the things out without thinking too hard about is this definitive proof or not.
Which is pretty slick, I feel like, on
Yeah.
the devs' part, to feed
Oh.
all these facts into us without even...
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's like the latter phase of the game is just okay. Now check your work.
Yeah, basically.
I kind of like it.
It's really good.
So remember her from when I was younger. Regina said that Stuart told her they always. So who's Regina?
Gina is the wife of Stuart Clementine, the cop
Right.
child.
Yes, Regina Clementine.
And they're from New
Salazar.
Orleans, so we can't really search up
Yeah.
with what we have now. I guess we can look up Stuart Clementine, see if it's like he works at the cop store,
Yeah. Let's see.
and he spends his days huffing farts, and he was born in 1944.
Clementine isn't that popular of a last name, and you managed to find Stuart Clementine listed as one of many names on an emergency services website in New Orleans. Seems he's a police officer. He has no web presence.
Well, maybe you should get with the times then. Get a website. Get a web ring.
It's 1999. Get a
Come
website.
on.
Like, on vibes, I feel like probably not a Roottree, because the timeline just doesn't seem to add up.
Yeah.
First visit was 49, and she adopted 2 children in the late 1940s, Stuart and Mark, so...
Okay.
That's...
So, okay, wait, go back to that. Sorry.
Yeah.
She spoke as an advocate for the benefits of adoption from the U.S. Congress in 49, who were convening a debate and discussed the then recent first adoption of an African-American child of white family. She was specifically there to detail her experience going through the system to adopt Stuart.
Okay, so that's Stuart Clementine, who... So that was 49, so... At that point, Stuart would have been not 0 years old, you know?
Right.
And she was specifically speaking in Congress about that. And I feel like... Well, I mean, recent events show that you do go up in front of Congress and just tell lies. But, you know...
Yeah, for sure. But I'm trying to think, so... That's there's something tricksy here, because if she had Stuart secretly in 1949,
well, I think that the timeline doesn't add up for her to have Stuart in 49. I feel like... Oh, also, when was this picture taken? Also, because like...
I don't know that we've got that information, regrettably.
What time of year
508.
is it? Yeah.
Well, I guess the more I think about it, Basketball Boy was
Not his name.
was 1950 specifically, which I was
Yeah.
kind of thinking, you know, if they
Like, Basketball Boy was specifically Baby Moses kind of
right
coded. Baby
and I was
basket on
thinking
the doorstep.
if they you know, danced a waltz and called the stork in late 49, then they could have had him in 1950, so that would have been fine. But if they just had Stuart in 49 and then Mark in 1950.
Yeah. So I think Stuart was actually adopted. I think Stuart was not related in the slightest to Miracle. That's my thought. I think Stuart was actually a kid that Mary Beth adopted. Mary Beth Clementine adopted. But
Or had with the person she divorced.
yeah, either adopted or had with Sterling, yeah. Stuart was actually a kid. Yeah, like I feel like Stuart was a couple of years old when adopted, so I feel like Stuart not a Roottree. However, I think Mark either like the circumstances are incredibly suspicious.
Yeah.
With the basket baby and the times, like I
The
feel
weird,
like it's
clumsy,
the baby
bizarro
Moses.
adoption.
Let's call him a blood relative and call it good, because I feel like there's enough evidence there.
Yeah.
I think.
I gotta be right back real quick.
Okay. I have to ask, what kind of name is Toasterito Jacobson?
A good
You know?
name, a proud.
So, the thing about that is, Fuego's Fiesta, a regional Mexican fast food chain, held a competition in '93 that offered free meals for life to anyone that legally changed their name to Toasterito. The Toasterito is a burrito with a cylindrical tostada shell inside the flour tortilla. According to a few different sources, Toasterito Jacobson used to be named Lucinda. So now you know. Rename yourself for Taco Bell. Fucking do it.
It's me, Taco Bell Sleep. Taco Bell Party.
Oh, is your phone running out of juice?
Yeah.
Do you want like a longer cable for it?
Yeah.
Hang on.
No, it's fine like this. I'm good.
Are you...
Yep, I'm absolutely sure.
Okay, yay. Free Tex-Mex for life would be hard pressed to say no. Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, exactly. I don't go by my legal name.
Now, is our Tostitos or Tostadas or whatever nutritionally complete? Because if we can completely eradicate that as a need that we have to worry about, because Taco Bell always has our back, then yeah, I'm Spicy Gordita Crunch. That's me, baby.
What's your Taco Bell
What's
name?
your Taco Bell name?
What's the name of the little cinnamon twirly things? I'm
I'm
Crunchlet Jacks.
Yep, I think they're called Crunchlet Jaxes.
Crunchlet Goral Stream Team. You know I'm Blast. Hell yeah! Okay.
I'm Potato
Cinnabon-
Breakfast Explosion.
Cinnabon Delights, colloquially known as the cum balls.
No.
So
So this is my wife cum balls.
no, I think that's Val.
Oh.
I think it's Cinnabon Delights Slade now. Fortunately, just cinnamon twist. You asked exactly. I asked what everyone's Taco Bell name was, and you answered Cumball Slade. Okay, hydrate. This stream's 18 plus, by the way, in case you hadn't figured it out. Okay, where were we? We were
Come
about
to me through fire and war. I welcome you.
Wyvern, thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
I will hurst you. Oh, give me a good Damien. I think that there's enough circumstantial evidence, like, this is either going to be impossible to prove or blood relative.
I really want that last clue, because I bet that's
Yeah.
the linchpin for this one, but...
So, are we ready?
Do we want to look any more into Crocodile? Because I feel like that's the only one I'm not 100%... Like, it seems obvious, but
Yeah.
we're still basing it on... It seems like it could probably line up,
Yeah.
you know?
I feel like we've got enough.
Okay. Then, yeah, let's fucking go. God, that baby's ugly. Sorry. What? 40-year-old baby. Okay.
Here goes.
This lady. This girl. This guy. This lady.
Family tree complete.
Okay. That's
Sweet.
good. That's good.
So that's all the optional stuff locked in. That's good.
Yeah.
Were we correct?
Beatrice and Courtney May. Clark, can you swing another test against Bonnie's DNA?
This time I'll be sure to have them verify both samples in person.
1 week later.
1 week later. Oh, I'm nervous. Why am I
Using the
nervous?
family tree you filled out, as well as DNA tests, we were able to uncover the truth behind all the inconsistencies.
Hell yeah.
Clark's handling the business, but I've come to thank you and fill you in on everything we've learned.
Yay, please.
Buckle up, because
I
it's
need
been
to
one heck of a week. Actually, that's an understatement. It's not every week you discover your family company is being sabotaged by someone they trusted. But that's the kind of time we've been having. Like I said, buckle up. Maybe grab some popcorn. We'll start with Guy.
Everybody go get popcorn.
Buckle up, Fuckle Cup.
Guy had a frankly ridiculous number of potential children. What shocked me is how many graduated from potential to confirmed. We can even prove he was aware of them. The smoking gun was how he used company money to pay off a lot of women.
Yeah.
He hid it with a method inspired by his
Yeah.
idol, Elias. 5-piece flavors. The flavors he was paying to research were a ruse.
Dead to rights.
He developed flavors based on the initials of the women he was paying. Which was really stupid, considering one of their names started with X. Let's start with Christine. Guy was paying her under the name Caviar, but there were some other clues. James was born 9 months after Zach's party.
Oh yeah, look at that. Retirement party in November, 78.
Christine was there with Guy, and when she got pregnant, she panicked. Steve stepped up. He even turned it into one of his recipe stories.
Yup.
Not all of Guy's affairs led to offspring. He may have slept with Robin Martin, but she didn't have children.
Australia.
So you'll never know.
Oh, there's a widely circulated rumor somewhere in the mid-70s she had a medical procedure to ensure she would never have children. I think we didn't actually see that.
I don't think we did, no. I think we got somebody saying, like, maybe this stupid idiot who didn't want to be a CEO did it to support her kids.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Also, not every child of Guy's affair partners were his. Robert Garland was born after his parents had already moved to Boston.
Hey,
That was such a good call.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Skipping Beatrice for now. Up next is Leng Xin Yu. When Guy showed up in China, she was into America. And Americans. Dare I say redheads, even? When she got pregnant, her father paid key genes to fake IVF. They claimed her sister was unable to conceive. But her sister and Jerry had their own son, Mark.
Mm-hmm. The lady is wet outside. Would you like to come in? Yeah.
Sonia Alves was soon after. Nia was married at a very young age to a much older husband. She resented him. I don't blame her. They allegedly spent no time together in private.
PNG will catch a cold.
Guy was in Brazil during Christmas 1979. It's the only Christmas not in the records.
Oops.
I feel like it was, though.
Flavio was born 9 months later, and like the others, Guy started paying Sonia.
Yup.
Last was Susan Ford, hired to translate for Guy's overseas trips. It's easy to read into Guy's donation to her school, but there's no definitive proof there. She and Guy were witnessed together near the end of his life. Susan's husband was convinced he couldn't be the father of her daughters. Guy, though, paid double.
Yup.
Come to me through fire and war. I welcome
Oh,
you.
the 249th Persona fan. Hell yeah, thank you for the follow.
Wow. Welcome.
You're up there in the list of Persona fans. You're quite close to the top.
I, too, am a fan of Persona 249.
Oh, shit. You downloaded it from Future the Pirate
Yeah.
Bay.
So, what about 5 Ps? Felix Fellow's mother, Joanna, doesn't have a 5 pieces flavor. On top of that, his story doesn't really add up. His mother already left the company by the time Guy became president, and his lyrics indicate he was born sometime around 1975. Alone, that wouldn't necessarily prove it, but there are some suspicious connections between Felix
Which
and the
we
company's
didn't
current
really
lawyer.
uncover.
Really
Rat.
uncover.
They both grew up in Portland, in foster care, and according to the local paper,
The
they
Portland
definitely
Telegraph.
knew one another.
Okay, that's
Well,
the entire
shit.
fucking newspaper that we fucking missed.
How did we just not Google Ruby Spratt? I feel like we've done that
we did
several times.
so many times. Like, but I guess that we didn't Google Portland or something.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know where we were supposed to get the Portland Telegraph from.
man. We didn't need it.
Yeah.
We didn't need it. We're too smart.
Ruby was the one who approached the Roottrees to begin with. It was
Okay.
all a setup. Ruby and Felix saw my book's challenge to the Clancet Trust as an opportunity. His mother really had worked for Roottree, and Ruby was a respected lawyer. She exploited my family's greed, worked her way into control of the trust, and ensured Felix got a piece. but they made some mistakes along the way. If you look at the 2 DNA tests that Ruby handled, they were both supposedly tested
What do you
against
mean?
Bonnie Hudson.
What do you mean?
DNA evidence that we didn't
The DNA evidence was there all along? Man, I could have talked about Western blots and electrophoresis and had a good time. How the hell were we supposed to? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I guess if we'd searched DNA or something, or dinosaur DNA.
Why would we just search DNA? Come on.
Betting or nothing.
Come on.
Our allele sizes and everything.
Oh, the big girthy alleles.
This is a Jane Doe, but the Roottrees company let them know it's from Bonnie Kellogg. Okay.
But the 2 signatures that should both represent Bonnie don't match. After Clark and I confronted her, Ruby lawyered up. Ironic, I know. We suspect Ruby had Donatico test Felix against his own mother's DNA. He had a hairbrush of hers. They sent the female sample in remotely.
Courtney May Watts mentioned Ryan and Clark as lawyers in her entry. If you search that, you'd get the DNA. Oh, no.
We didn't need it. We didn't need it.
On the second test, Bonnie's sample was tested locally, but Courtney May's was not.
Ryan and Cork, who were representing Anonymom, farts. Okay, yep.
Well,
Ruby's been throwing away samples. We think she sent her own hair instead of Courtney May's, but it could have been anyone's.
We got there in the end, I
Ruby
think.
and Felix were in cahoots. As for why, they were both advocates of wealth redistribution.
Honestly, good on them.
yeah.
A noble effort. But once they controlled the family fortune, they became just as greedy as the worst members of my family. The money corrupted them. They were so eager to personally wield the wealth for their own cause that they sabotaged any other claims.
Yup.
That finally brings us to Anonymom, aka Beatrice Watts. Her tales of guys' parties and payoffs were true. She even approached Ruby before 5Ps was on news time. Ruby used Beatrice's truths to make Felix's lies feel real, then ruin the DNA test so that Beatrice looked phony in the public court of opinion. I feel worst for her in all of this.
Batting 100
While
already.
Ruby and
Or
Felix
1,000.
stole the show,
What's the
there were some
what's
other
the good
potential
number to
new
bat?
family members as well.
10.
Oh, okay.
1,000.
Okay. Batting 1,000.
Batting 1,000.
What does that mean?
You're hitting all the balls.
You're doing real good at baseball.
Yep.
Why is it 1,000?
It's a good number, I guess. Nobody's ever got that many points in baseball.
You're batting 100 emoji.
Yeah, exactly.
Numbers. Yay.
Miracle Roottrees was less of an open and shut case.
You're telling us.
That said, it's very likely he had a son with Mary Beth Clementine. Not Stuart. Mary Beth adopted him before she ever set foot in Butler County.
We fucking knocked it out of
That
the park.
leaves Mark. The timeline fits. He showed up about 9 months after Mary Beth visited Miracle. And the basket baby story is a bit too convenient.
Oh, take care, Haya. Lovely seeing you.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
If that's not enough on its own,
Yeah, paid by Toasterito Jacobson. It was fairly expensive,
Well,
so...
I figured she was reselling her Tostarita.
he was also bailed out by the sister of Edith Roottree, Miracle Jr.'s wife, after she changed her name during that silly contest.
Okay, we missed that part.
We sure did. That
Our
was that
best guess
missing
is
bit of
that Mark
evidence,
was
huh?
told by his mother whose son he was, and used that fact to put some pressure on Miracle Jr. We have no real proof of that, but nothing else really makes sense for why they'd be connected in that way.
Hell yeah.
Elias's affair was the most ambiguous.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Gwyneth was able to coerce Elias to do things he wouldn't have otherwise done, like pressure to include me in the family. My son even mentioned them arguing about someone named Beth. Combined with Gwyneth's lisp, it's possible the name was actually Bess.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, all we know about Bess Williams is that she wrote his book and died not long after, leaving her only son an orphan. The timeline fits with Wildcat, but there's no record if she had any other relationship. Honestly,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say we had enough evidence either way. I wouldn't be surprised if Elias cheated. Of course, I'm a bit biased.
I cheat all the
Regardless,
time.
we haven't gotten in touch with any of the Williams clan yet. That means we haven't been able to do a DNA test. As Clark mentioned, from here on out, all of our DNA tests will be in person for both parties.
Batting 1,000 has to do with your literal batting average, which is measured as your number of hits / number of at-bats. So if you hit 40 times every 100 at-bats, your average is 0.400. So if you always hit every at-bat, you're batting 1.000. Oh! So it's actually you're batting 1.
Batting 1. What?
But decimal precision is scary.
Uh-huh.
Yay, we're batting 1! Baseball might be stupid.
Lastly, we have a bit of a curveball. Ron Roottree isn't related to us by blood. Gwyn was definitely pregnant, so it's likely Robbie is. When Ron and Robbie went to visit their mother at the end of her life, something changed.
They began to
Additionally,
mutate.
there have been a few rumors circling around Ron. RR Productions canceled the Guys Like Us remake due to the director's illness.
You had a batting average of 0.2. Oh, I didn't know you baseballed.
Hell yeah.
Congrats on your batting average. I think that's
Congrats on the bats.
Bats, congrats.
Your
At the
your
same
belfry
time,
is full of
Ron's
them now.
wife Penelope began doing benefits for Huntington's disease, stating that she had become familiar with it. Huntington's is the same disease that Gwyn's former co-star Leslie Florence had. It's passed from parent to child. It can't skip a generation. Because Gwyn and Wild Bill didn't have Huntington's, and Ron seems to, it's impossible Gwyn was his mother. I recently confirmed all this with Ron. At the end of her life, Gwyn told Ron the story. Leslie and Bill had an affair the same year Leslie learned she had Huntington's. Leslie got pregnant. Leslie wasn't likely to survive to see her child grow up. And even if she did, she didn't want to be a burden. She begged Gwyn and Wild Bill to adopt her child. Gwyn did. Mere weeks after she found out she was having her own son, she also took in Ron. Wild Bill was a problem. Unreliable and a serial adulterer. Gwyn divorced him and never saw him again. Gwyn had already told Starlet she was pregnant, so it never really made waves when people saw her with a child in Paris. There was gossip during her divorce when she was discovered to be pregnant again. In actuality, it was the final months of her only pregnancy.
Oh.
To lay low, she stayed in Paris long enough that even her own family never had reason to question the timeline. It's one heck of a story, and frankly, nobody could be expected to piece the timeline together.
Except for us, of course.
Not with what few mentions of Gwyn's past have survived. But the Huntingtons itself? That's proof.
Yes, proof, baby.
Yup.
Ron suing Robbie to remove him from the Clanson Trust was a huge moment in my story, and a major catalyst for this entire investigation.
And how narratively ironic that the reverse
Finding out that
of
it's
the
been pretty
lawsuit
much
is true.
backwards this whole time has been a bit surreal. So that's where we're at. Looking over the information you sent us was invaluable. You got everything absolutely correct.
Fuck yeah, we did, because we're the puzzle perverts. We know what we're up to. We're the sleuth and snips. Yay!
Why did we even bother hiring a team? You figured it all out solo. All this information, this entire story, It's a lot, in more ways than one. Some of it has the potential to destroy marriages and ruin relationships.
So that's why it can never leave this room. Goodbye.
Shoots us.
We're handling it all very, very carefully. But we couldn't have gotten here without you. And with that, I guess our tale has finally, truly come to an end. What a strange one it was. No words can express how grateful I am to you for untangling
But
this
maybe
mess.
a paycheck could.
Honestly, I've had enough of my family's eccentricities and scandals for one lifetime. I imagine you have as well.
Does
And
that
if
mean you're
not-
giving us your share in the Clancy Trust? Because I'm feeling awfully corruptible by the power of money right now.
Well, there's always Elias's and Gwyneth's brothers and sisters.
Attention! Attention!
Oh, good. We get to listen to this again.
This
Great.
is 5-piece coming at you from the real world.
Oh my god.
Place you ain't ever lived.
That was a
You say
good
That was good as hell.
based on an original game by Jeremy Johnston. But
Awesome. Oh no.
But
Oh no. The
But
credits
this
are
is
getting fractal.
but this is the game.
Uh,
What do you mean based on the game?
I mean, it's clearly based on the Roottrees are dead.
I guess
It's like a 1-to-1.
gotta play another game.
Oh.
Oh my god. That was so fucking good. Like, Mike Pollock.
Do we know who that is?
That's disgraced voice of Robotnik, Mike Pollock, I think.
Really?
if it's the guy I'm thinking of. Based on an original game by Jeremy Johnson, followed immediately by writing by Jeremy Johnson. So funny. You didn't
Is
realize?
that really fucking robotic?
No, I didn't fucking realize. I try not to think about that guy. Not Robotnik, I think about him all the time. But Mike Pollock, not so much. Good fucking game though, like, just...
It was tough.
It was tough, like, the base game is a lot easier than the DLC.
They really ramped it up, which is the way it should be.
Yeah, like the DLC feels smaller in scope when you start off, but then you start digging into it and it's like, oh, oh, actually, never mind.
And the fact that we thought we were just about done, that we were
Yeah.
gonna have like a something Anonymom or something Ruby Sprat's actually related to everybody, and it was like no, go back and
actually.
check your work.
Yep.
Man, check it out in a year or so when you've forgotten all of this.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the next game from these
Do we
devs.
know if they're working on anything?
Yeah, there's something put on the title screen, so
You say money is the root of all your problems. Let me take those problems away.
Steam version of the Roottrees are Dead contains no generative AI artwork. These credits for the original free version of the game.
Ew.
What?
Ew.
What? What do you mean? Like,
Gross.
well, so the original free version, it was Gen AI up to the 9s? That sucks. Something wicked this way generates. Like, unless it's
Wow.
just a clumsy way of saying, hey, we didn't do any Gen AI shit for this.
Well, it sounds like there was a free version that did.
Maybe.
There's a sour plum at the end of all that. Now I feel dirty.
I mean, at least they took it out of the full version.
Yeah.
It wasn't right that they did that in the first place, but a video game? Okay, there we go. Hang on, I gotta look up the free version after this. Oh yeah, the Instant Galley House
Okay.
is the new game. But I think we're going to leave that there. I think there's a couple of achievements I'd like to unlock on that, because, oh my god, how have we still got so many more achievements? We didn't get all the...
There's more songs that we didn't get?
There's more evidence, apparently.
Oh, do all the family dokus?
Christ alive. Discovered every periodical, we didn't do that either. There's 6 hidden achievements? What the hell could that even be?
What in the world?
I had to search for something offline. What? Looked into every conspiracy, let the machine handle a call, took achievement hunting seriously? What's the deal with all these root trees? Okay. You know what? Whatever.
Huh.
The traditional puzzle game achievement of doing stupid things. Wait! Hang on! I just had an idea!
Uh-huh.
Real quick.
Okay.
Like real quick. Just real quick. Just real
Just real quick.
Roottreemania. And then... Okay. Right. Okay.
Okay.
It worked. It popped an achievement.
You may find many results about people who've won Olympic medals, prizes for literature, and other major life accomplishments. Normally, you find comparing yourself to others is a pointless and frustrating path, but for some reason today you feel special, almost as if you've achieved something yourself. You know you haven't actually done anything, but you can't deny the feeling is there. You pat yourself on the back and then decide to move on.
Okay. That'll do us. I felt it was very important that we got that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you all for hanging out. Appreciate you all very much, and I like that you all watched our stream.
Yeah.
I can talk like a normal person, I promise.
Well, the other, 4 episodes, I guess, of this should be on our VODs if anyone's interested in watching the whole thing. We've also got a YouTube channel and a highlights channel.
We do, ! YouTube. We're going to send you off to someone, and I don't know who just yet, but we're going to see. You know what? We've not raided Melody in a little bit, so let's go and raid Melody. Melody's playing Oni! I fucking love that game!
Ooh.
Light join typo. Oh no! See,
come to me through fire and war.
Tactical
I
thank
welcome
you for the raid.
Thank
For the raid.
For the raid.
Thank
you for raiding our follow button.
Our
so
follow
big and
button.
hard.
Oh my goodness. 80 of you here. Well, goodness
Gosh.
me. Well, I'm going to send you over to Melody Burst. She's absolutely fantastic. I think you'll enjoy yourself over at the Melody Burst show. What's our raid phrase? The root trees are dead by our hand.
Okay, yay.
Yeah.
Please help, my candy company is dying.
That's
Pretty good,
actually-
thank
that's
you.
actually a lot better.
It's a lot better.
There you go. There's our raid phrase. Go say that at Melody. And yeah, we will see you next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, with probably Blueprints.
Mm-hmm.
I think Blueprints.
Probably
And
Blueprints.
we're probably going to be puzzle perverting it up that week as well. So I think we've got the Seance
at Blake Manor?
Blake Manor, yeah. I keep wanting to say Bly Manor, but it's not that. That's something different. Seance at Blake Manor, so watch out for that. We'll see you then.
We'll see you then.
Goodbye.
Mwah.